So let's start with this. This morning I was making breakfast for myself and I cut myself with the cheese slicer that Tifa bought during our last vacation. Because we don't usually buy souvenirs, but we went to a department store last vacation and when Tifa saw this cheese slicer, and I totally know the English word for this item is a cheese slicer because I know this and not because yesterday I had to look this up on a stream that totally didn't happen. Anyway, so we're going to this department store because we've got time to kill waiting until we can check into the hotel, right? And suddenly Tifa gets super excited, like she never does. And she runs ahead to this kitchen appliances section. And she goes, "Oh my god, Jack, this is the greatest thing ever. I've seen everybody online talk about this thing." And she holds this spatula looking thing, which turns out to be a cheese slicer. I can't keep it up. Welcome in everybody. Hello Psycho. It is not Wednesday, it's Thursday, but thank you for following what I said I would do on Discord and pretend that it's Wednesday because it is actually Thursday today. Congrats on being third, second and first in reverse order, creating a countdown. That's hella impressive. Nice. I appreciate that. Now, what's with all the weirdness that I gave a game away? Yeah, so what did happen? I tried to stream Super Mario 64 yesterday. I told the story of how earlier that day I did cut myself. I do still have that boo-boo, you can see it there. And I will still use this as an excuse if things go wrong again today. But the plan for today, as it was yesterday, was to play Super Mario 64. I had streamed Super Mario 64 3 years ago, I think. Back when the recompilation efforts had come to fruition and I played it with a bunch of mods. It had the Super Mario Odyssey moveset, which was really cool. I enjoyed it. But I realized I never actually played vanilla Super Mario 64 on stream. And since this is still a solo stream, as you can tell by just being me, I figured I would play SM64. Now, for convenience sake, I had prepared the recompiled version for PC because it's just more convenient for me. And that worked beautifully up until the very first text box appeared and then the screen, for all of you, as you will see later, just went as 3 pictures over another and it looked horrible. And even though nobody minded, I did. So I tried to fix that and I couldn't find a way to fix it. And then I started getting flustered and I started getting really hot and really red in the face. And so I called for a short break trying to fix the issues, but I couldn't do that either. Then I was like, let's just revert back to plan B. Let's just play the Switch version. Then I didn't have audio from the capture card because I had broken things earlier in that day because of my trying to fix things because our capture card has wonky audio. We're here for the overthinking. Yeah. Inside my head, like real talk for a second. Stuff I normally don't talk about because there's really no point ultimately. I don't mean to, how do I put this? I don't mean to devalue my own emotions, but I know that they are wrong in this particular case. Let me explain. I'll get there. So yesterday, I was really looking forward to the stream. I was really looking forward to playing Super Mario. I had a long day at work, so this is my relaxation, this is my fun times. I was really looking forward to it. And then nothing worked. And then I got flustered, and in the end I think I made the right call by going, this is too much for me. So I'll just end it here and I'll just move the stream to Thursday. It's the only thing I can do, try to fix it until then, and it is what it is. That makes sense, right? Internally, I wanted to die. I wanted the earth to open up and swallow me. I felt so disappointed with myself. And if you think about it, this stuff can happen. This is all live. This is all live. If at any moment outside lightning strikes and the power is gone, stream's over. if our internet provider has a fart, I don't know, somebody eats the wrong thing, they run to the toilet, they trip over a server cable, the internet is gone, the stream is gone. There's so many things that can go wrong. Like yesterday, I had prepared everything. The game, when I was streaming it, would break. It looked fine on my end, but not for you. So it happens. And if this happens to somebody else, I completely understand. It's not your fault. You've done what you could. You set it up. Maybe you've done some test recordings. It worked. It's not your fault. But I beat myself up over it. To the point where I did actually then go to the gym yesterday. And normally my full body routine takes like, depending on my mood, like 80 to 90 minutes usually. I did it in an hour. Frustration is one hell of a motivator, I can tell you. But I couldn't do anything about it. But it doesn't make that feeling go away. And that's something I've been working on for most of my adult life, because I know that's wrong. Like objectively, having this emotion is wrong. It's stupid. It's okay that I feel it. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be disappointed. But beating myself up over it for the entire night, there's no point. So my brain won over my heart, I guess, which is a good thing. I was like, no, sorry guys, doesn't work. Calling it a night here. Let's redo this tomorrow. And here we are. And it feels good. But yesterday it felt really shitty. Now, I could have verbalized all of this yesterday, but does it change anything? It doesn't make me feel better. And then really all I'm doing is sit here and wail in sorrow, which I don't want this to come out wrong. I don't believe you shouldn't have these feelings. But I'm trying to teach myself that these feelings are stupid. They are pointless. There is no purpose to them. There is nothing good that comes from it. So I feel like if I spread them, that goes the wrong way. That has the opposite effect. Does that make any sense? That's me overthinking and sharing what I'm thinking at the same time. See, there's layers to this. Layers, I tell you. A lot of people can't do that, unfortunately. I mean, they do have a purpose. Thing is, they become maladaptive in modern times, if you get what I mean. Yeah, exactly. There is no point in sitting here crying for, oh, it didn't work, I'm sorry. Yeah, just fix it, do it again. That's the end of the story. So, case in point, I'm not going to repeat all the same stories from yesterday, except for the fact that I did cut myself yesterday making breakfast on Tifa's awesome cheese slicer. It's a great cheese slicer, but it hurt me. I was not careful while slicing cheese. I will live. But if anything goes wrong, I will blame them. It's valid to be afraid of spiders, but not really in Germany. Yeah, I mean, it's okay to be afraid of spiders, just don't go near them. You know, or just avoid them. Or maybe if you can, if it's not like a deathly kind of phobia, which, you know, you can't usually do something about. I don't think most people go through the trouble of getting like therapy for their fear of spiders. I mean, you can do that, there's nothing wrong with it. Good for you, but most people don't. It's like, just avoid them. Or just try to keep your distance. It's something you can manage. The same way, I'm trying to manage my own feelings, because sometimes I know they're just, what's the right word? Destructive. There's no positive outcome to allowing myself to wail on them. Or be afraid of cheese slicers, as you should be. Especially really sharp, like very cutty cheese slicers. Confrontation actually helps with that. Oh, trust me, I did confront myself yesterday at the gym. But I worked my way through it. And today it's gonna be Super Mario 64. Here's what I've done. I have yesterday still and this morning before I started working, I've done multiple tests to find a way to have the game, the recompilation, because it looks nicer, because it fills the screen. On the screen, I looked at text boxes and it worked. If at any point we still get wonkiness, I have my Switch here, it's plugged into the capture card, I have audio, I've confirmed everything. I already made a save file where I can move around somewhat freely. And we're just gonna swap over. And then tomorrow, because tomorrow's Friday already now, we're gonna continue with whichever version works best. I'm going to 100% Super Mario 64 today and tomorrow, and nothing's gonna stop me, not even myself. There we go. That's me confronting my issues. Did I say anything informative or cool about Super Mario 64 yesterday? Oh yeah, I think it was that I find it amazing that Super Mario 64 was one of the very first 3D jump and run platforming games. A launch title for the N64 back then in 96, I want to say? 97, 96. And it does so many things so well as basically Nintendo's first attempt at doing something like this. It's crazy to me. Especially if you then play games that came out after this, like Sonic Adventure, which sometimes have the same or worse issues, like the camera. Is Super Mario 64 perfect? I can already spoiler that. No, it isn't, because I know one particular instance where I'm gonna be very angry. I can explain that, I think I'm fully justified, but that's not just me being a bitch about things, that's objectively really stupid. But other than that, let's find out. I have played through a bunch of Mega Man games recently, and I have kind of fallen out of love with it. I think after we raided Skinner the other night, I think it was in his chat, I said something very smart after we had finished Mega Man 10. I put it like this: I love the concept of Mega Man, I just don't love most of the games. Let's see if I will say the same of Super Mario 64 once we're done with it. I wouldn't mind, however, if at least one of my childhood games still holds up to my nostalgia for it. Yeah, let's play this. Now, let me turn on the sound for the game, because I muted that, because it keeps looping and I'm going insane. Ding! Now, it says press start, but you shouldn't press start, you should press the A button. Or wait, you should press the A button. And then you can do things like this. Press A! Yeah, I should have allowed myself to actually be able to interact with the game. You can interact with this 3D Mario. This blew my mind as a 7-year-old playing this. Like, this looks so cursed. You know, nowadays you'd be like, oh my god, the eyes are clipping through the face. Yeah, and it's cool as hell. Look at this. You can grab all of these things, you can pull his ears, if I grab it properly. Come on. There we go. Where you need to actually press the button to grab onto things is a bit wonky sometimes. You can play with his... You can do a whole Jim Carrey thing with his face. You can even pull his cheek, his mustache. I'm not gonna do it to myself because it's gonna hurt. I think this is kind of weird, but quirky and cute. Also, if you want to make him dizzy, you can just make him follow your cursor. You control this with a left stick. Cool! Now, as you can see, yesterday when I tried this, we didn't even get to a point where we could save. Let's see if today will work out better for us.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
An intro that tells you everything you need to know. There's cake. I'm on my way. I wish more games would open up with, I've made something you want to eat. Please visit me. That's so simple as a concept, but I think equally everybody understands this, because food is such a universal thing. There is no, oh no, Bowser has come to kidnap me. The stakes at this point are so low, it's just, I made cake. I have some cake for you. Psycho, I see you're channeling Skinner today, and I'm here for it. Ciao! You've reached Princess Toadstool's castle via a warp pipe. Using the controller is a piece of cake. Get it? Cake. Press A to jump and B to attack. Press B to read signs too. Use the control stick in the center of the controller to move Mario around. Now head for the castle. We're not gonna do that because first I bonked my head. We discussed yesterday that I should read out every single piece of text. So I will do this. I will still honor that. Princess Toadstool Castle is just ahead. Press A to jump, Z to crouch, and B to punch, read a sign, or grab something. Press B again to throw something you're holding, just like in real life. Unfortunately, you cannot hold butterflies. You cannot talk to them either. We can do triple jumps, we can do the crouching thing, which looks really cute. I think it's because it's so low polygon. While crouched, you can do a backflip by just jumping. If you run, crouch, and then jump, you do long jumps like this, which are going to be very important. You can lunge forward, running in B. You can do it in the air, like this. There's the triple jump. I think Super Mario Bros. 3 had that one first. If you picked up a rainbow that makes you invincible, you get this cool triple jump kind of thing. Climbing's easy. When you jump at trees, poles, or pillars, you'll grab them automatically. Press A to jump off backwards. To rotate around the object, press right or left on the control stick. When you reach the top, press up to do a handstand. Jump off from a handstand for a high style and dismount. One of my favorite things, because I think Mario looks really adorable hanging onto things. That's like me holding onto a pole. Again, kind of like a caterpillar climbing up. And that is a sick jump, especially with the camera doing like this twirl around thing because it cannot follow fast enough. I believe there is another thingy to read here. She even has a beach. She has a castle and she has a private beach. That's royalty money. Swimming lessons. Tap A to do the breaststroke. It worked. If you time the taps right, you'll swim fast. Press and hold A to do a slow, steady flutter kick. Press up on the control stick to dive and pull back on the stick to head for the surface. To jump out of the water, hold down on the control stick, then press A. Easy as pie, right? But remember, Mario can't breathe under the water. Return to the surface for air when the power meter runs low. And one last thing, you can't open doors that are underwater. Why would they tell us this? That's the flutter kick, that's the normal swim, and if you press A repeatedly, you swim a bit faster like this. Wait, I don't remember beach here, what the fuck? Yep, it's here. And if you're wondering why would they tell us about a door? Because there's a door down there. Look at that. Also, this is the first game where Mario doesn't just go small when you get hit, I believe. He has a power meter, which is also his oxygen meter. That's why it pops up instantly when you touch water, or when you get into water deep enough. Come on, I want to read you. No, please. No, no punching. Hold Z to crouch and slide down the slope, or press Z while in the air to pound the ground. If you stop, crouch, then jump, you'll do a backward somersault. Got that? There's more. Crouch and then jump to do a long jump. Or crouch and walk to... Never mind. Hey, I forgot about the ground pound. There. This is gonna be very handy later when we need to jump on platforms and we want to land exactly in the right spot. You can just pound down. Good afternoon, the Lakita Bros here, reporting live from just outside the Princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing power stars. As seasoned cameraman, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at the surroundings, stop and press C up. Press A to resume play. Switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review these instructions. For now, reporting live, this has been the Lakito Bros. Super Mario 64 is, I believe, the only game in existence that explains in-game to you how there's a camera seeing all of this. Also, technically, that means you're playing two characters at the same time, because I'm moving Mario around and at the same time I'm moving Lakito around. So, case in point, you can swing the camera, you can zoom out a bit, you can look around. You can also set this to Mario mode, which is like kind of over the shoulder, but this turns way too fast for me. This would make me puke if I look at it for too long. Also, for some reason, Tifa can never play this game. She doesn't even make it into the castle before her motion sickness kicks in.
Welcome! No one's home! Now scram and don't come back!
Unfortunately, Tifa isn't here to do her Bowser voice. But look, it's Toad. If you're wondering, why did I just try to smack the shit out of Toad? I didn't. And as you could see after that, I didn't move. I just pressed the B button once, turned out to be a punch. When without moving, I pressed the same button again, and this time it started a conversation. I don't know why you would make attack and talk the same button, but here we are. I will attempt a Toad voice. I don't have a good one. I'm very glad to see you, the princess and well, everybody, we're all trapped inside the castle walls. Bowser has stolen the castle stars and he's using their power to create his own world in the paintings and walls. Please recover the power stars. As you find them, you can use their power to open the doors that Bowser has sealed. There are 4 rooms on the first floor. Start on the one with a painting of bob-omb inside. It's the only room that Bowser hasn't sealed. When you collect 8 power stars, you'll be able to open the door with a big star. The princess must be inside. Cool. The door in question is this one. And there's text here too, so might as well. You have to master 3 important jumping techniques. First, try the triple jump. Done. I've done that. Run fast, then jump 3 times. 1, 2, 3. If you time the jumps right, you'll hop, skip, then jump really high. Next, go for distance with a long jump. Run, press Z to crouch and then A to jump really far. To do the wall kick, press A to jump at a wall, then jump again when you hit the wall. Got that? Triple jump, long jump, wall kick. Practice, practice, practice. You don't stand a chance without them. Beautiful. You can return to the castle's main hall at any time from the painting worlds where the enemies live. Just stop, stand still, press start to pause the game, then select exit course. You don't have to collect all power stars in one course before going on to the next. Return later when you're more experienced to pick up difficult ones. Whenever you find a star, a hint for finding the next one will appear on the course's start screen. You can, however, collect any of the remaining stars next. You don't have to recover the one described by the hint. That I might actually do on purpose at some point. They don't exactly tell you to jump into the painting, but it's kind of obvious. Bob-omb Battlefield, course number 1. Star 1. Big bob-omb on the summit. Wow! You're smack in the middle of a battlefield. You'll find the power stars that Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. First, talk to the bob-omb buddy. Press B to talk. He'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, stop, face them and press B. Press A or B to scroll ahead. You can talk to some other characters by facing them and pressing B. Cool!
Watch out! If you wander around here, you're liable to be plastered by a water bomb. Those enemy bob-ombs love to fight and they're always finding ways to attack. This meadow has become a battlefield ever since a big bob-omb got his paws on the power star. Can you recover the star for us? Cross the bridge and go left up the path to find the big bob-omb. Please come back to see me after you've retrieved the Power Star.
Cool. It's an awful lot of reading for a Mario game so far. We can break these. Can we talk to a Goomba? No. Spoilers, you don't. Can I talk to this thing? Spoilers, no you don't. You can either walk around with them, they'll explode at some point, and you get a coin. Or, if you are smarter than me, you can grab them, throw them, then they blow up. And the camera is already not helping. There's a chain chomp back there, let's ignore that for now. Oh wait, let's start at the bottom. More text! To read a sign, stand in front of it and press B, like you just did now. When you want to talk to a Koopa Trooper or other animal, stand right in front of it. Please recover the stars that were stolen by Bowser in this course. I don't know who wrote this. You can punch enemies to knock them down. Press A to jump, B to punch. Press A, then B to kick. To pick something up, press B2. To throw something you're holding, press B again. B is like the button that you will use the most. This is the kick, by the way. There is some window of opportunity to just do it while standing, and you basically just press them at the same time. But it works. Come on, please Mario, turn around. Thank you. Man, a little box. I wonder what could be in it. Coins. It's usually always coins. An exclamation mark box. What could it be? I could explain it to you, or I could let the game do it. There are special caps in the red, green and blue blocks. Step on the switches in the hidden courses to activate the cap blocks. Cool, that was much shorter than I would have said it. Now over the bridge and to the left, right? Pow! Perish. We also got red coins, which we don't know anything about yet, but might as well. Small stupid detail from my childhood. Look at these moving platforms. As a kid, my parents once ordered from some place, I don't even know why or where. They ordered this box of nougat chocolates. It's like this nut paste, like usually hazelnut with some cocoa in it, sugar, some fat. Like Nutella basically, just dense. It's like a block, kind of. I think Nutella is like the closest most people would know if you've never had nougat before. And it was different types of nougat, like 2 or 3 different ones, and it was assembled like a chessboard, kind of like these platforms. So every freaking time, ever since my childhood, I play this game, I see a platform like this, and I crave nougat. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Completely unnecessary trivia about Jack's life. You're welcome, everybody. There's a chain chomp, there's a star in there. Beware of chain chomp, extreme danger. Get close and press C up for a better look. Scary, huh? See the red coin on top of a stake? When you collect 8 of them, a power star will appear in the meadow across the bridge. Good to know. Wow, it is really scary. Good thing it's on a leash. Yep. And it did 3 damage, but I picked up a red coin. Red coins have a value of 2 normal yellow coins, so I healed 2. So effectively, Mario can take 7 units of damage. The 8th one will kill you. Just try to avoid getting hit. The screen is looking like it holds up so far. Good. Jump! Oh, I figured since this one didn't move, I can talk to it. Okay. Guess not. This here is really cute. It's like, oh my god, I need to balance over this. Or you just jump. Ooh, another text. What would you like me to know? Collect as many coins as possible. They'll refill your power meter. You can check to see how many coins you've collected in each of the 15 enemy worlds. You can also recover power by touching the spinning heart. The faster you run through the heart, the more power you'll recover. And makes a cute sound. Now, we're already at the top, but come on, where is it? We didn't need to walk all the way up here, technically. We could have just done this and teleported up. It's a neat little thing to know. I like the way up here.
I'm the big bob-omb, lord of all blasting matter, king of kabooms the world over. How dare you scale my mountain? By what right do you set foot on my imperial mountaintop? You may have eluded my guards, but you'll never escape my grasp. And you'll never take away my power star. I hereby challenge you, Mario. If you want the star I hold, you must prove yourself in battle. Can you pick me up from the back and hurl me to this royal turf? I think that you cannot.
It's so sweet that they just tell you what to do. First time I played this as a kid, I still didn't understand. I was like, oh my god, he's just menacingly walking up to me. Yeet. Oh damn, I flung him far. The camera zooms all the way out, you can just see nothingness in the back. Oh.
You must fight with honor. It is against the royal rules to throw the king out of the ring.
Yeah, so if you are unlucky or you accidentally, the same thing. If you accidentally or on purpose throw him off of a mountain, it doesn't count. So the idea is just get behind him, throw him on the ground, and that's it. How'd he fly back, Rick? Because he's king, he got these powers. Now, normally, you can just run around him. If you're unlucky, sometimes he decides to spin really fast and then you cannot just run around him. Just jump over him. Like with his jump. But I would have shown you, but the text box was faster.
What? Can it be that a pipsqueak like you has defused the bob-omb king? You might be fast enough to ground me, but you'll have to pick up the pace if you want to take King Bowser by the tail. Methinks my troops could learn a lesson from you. Here is your star, as I promised. Mario, if you want to see me again, select the star from the menu. For now, farewell.
And he just explodes. Mario just killed King Bob-omb.
Here we go!
Kinda disgusting if you think about it. Star! Indeed. Save and continue. You've recovered one of the stolen power stars. Now you can open some of the sealed doors in the castle. Try the princess's room at the second floor and the room with a painting of Rom's fortress on floor 1. Bowser's troops are still gaining power, so you can't give up. Save us, Mario. Keep searching for stars. Sure, but let's go back in here first. Foot race with Koopa the Quick. Remember how he said we should talk to him again?
Thank you, Mario. The big bob-omb is nothing but a big god now, but the battle for the castle has just begun. Other enemies are holding the other power stars. If you recover more stars, you can open new doors that lead to new worlds. My bob-omb buddies are waiting for you. Be sure to talk to them. They'll set up the cannons for you.
Okay, like this one? Smack in the face.
We're peace-loving bob-ombs, so we don't use cannons. But if you'd like to blast off, we don't mind. Help yourself.
This also sounds like a euphemism for... anyway.
We'll prepare all of the cannons in this course for you to use. Bon voyage!
Bon voyage was right there, Nintendo. Fucked it up.
Ready for blast off? Come on, hop into the cannon. You can reach the star on the floating island by using the 4 cannons. Use the control stick to aim and press A to fire. If you're handy, you can grab onto trees or poles to land.
Cool. Remember when the game said press B to talk to somebody? I'm pressing the jump button now. Case in point, in case you're wondering, he set up the controller weird. There, it's still the jump button. They're lying to us. That's a big guy.
Hey Mario, is it true that you beat the big bob-omb? Cool. You must be strong and pretty fast, so how fast are you anyway? Fast enough to beat me, Koopa the Quick? I don't think so. Just try me. How about a race to the mountaintop with a big bob-omb boss? What do you say? When I say go, let the race begin. Ready? Go.
And he always gets a head start. Always. Oh, spoiler, we will be seeing this one again. There are many ways you could do this. You could go back to the cannon, shoot your way there. You could do what I'm gonna do because I like the scenic route, just to run there. Is there any other way? You can probably just cheat your way up somehow. Oh, by the way, remember how earlier there was 2 of these big evil black balls just going back and forth? Now there's 3. Could it be that the big bob-omb king, who is now a dud, got turned into one of these balls? Who knows? I wouldn't be me if I wasn't a filthy cheater. Oops. Oh god, I thought I was gonna fall all the way. Unplayable, you know it. Made it! Unfortunately, you have to wait for Koopa to show up. There he is. I wasn't even that fast. Oh, hurry up, man. We've got a princess to save and cakes to eat.
Whew, you really are fast. A human blur. Here you go. You've won it fair and square.
Technically, I cheated. But who counts, right? Also, I shouldn't have clicked the text away so fast. Oh well. Foot race with Koopa the Quick. Nice. Now let's head off into the other ones. Now, there was mention of Princess Peach's room over here. I know which one they mean, just by looking at the doors, playing the first time, you wouldn't know. Reacting to the star power, the door slowly opens. The door didn't open, it became openable. So, we've got Peach, Peach, and Peach. So slightly narcissistic one. Mario, my castle is in great peril. I know that Bowser is the cause, and I know that only you can stop him. The doors in the castle that have been sealed by Bowser can be opened only with star power. But there are secret paths in the castle, paths that Bowser hasn't found. One of those paths is in this room and it holds one of the castle's secret stars. Find that secret star, Mario. It'll help you on your quest. Please, Mario, you have to help us. Retrieve all of the power stars in the castle and free us from this awful prison. Please. I'll make it short. It's this one. And you're in a place that they don't even explain to you. Oh, text. Maybe they do. Shouldn't be so quick to judge. Welcome to Princess Toadstool's secret slide. There's a star hidden here that Bowser couldn't find. When you slide, press forward to speed up, pull back to slow down. If you slide really fast, you'll win the star. Funnily enough, I just told you 2 things. You might not even realize that. That big gray block with the blue circle on the middle that I stomped on causes blue coins to appear. Blue coins are worth 5 coins each. Why am I trying to collect these coins? You will see in a moment. Oh, I got all of them, I think. Nice. So, remember how they said in the text box, if you go to the bottom, you'll get a star? We did! Nice.
Here we go!
Here we go, indeed. One of the castle's secret stars. This is why I want the coins. Every time you collect 50 coins, or multiple instances of 50 coins, so 50, 100, 150, you get a 1-up after the stage. Safe. They actually told the truth. Yeah, but there's a second one there. We will see in a moment. You've recovered 3 power stars. Now you can open any door with a 3 on its star. You can come and go from the open courses as you please. The enemies ahead are even meaner, so be careful. Yeah, but we're gonna go back to the slide. Because remember how they said if you go to the bottom you get a star? And then after they said if you go there really fast, you get a star. That's not the same one. We need to beat 20 seconds. And I think the easiest way is to nail that jump. And I didn't. Thankfully, this doesn't cost you a life. In a bunch of these places, if you fall out of a stage, you just get brought back to somewhere in the castle. Like the main room, like just there. There is a visual clue for the jump. I was too late. No, too early. Earlier. In my first attempt it was too late, now it was too early. I used to be able to do this in my sleep. There was a time when I replayed Mario 64 every year. It was just one of those games, like one of my feel-good games. I haven't played this in a while. There we go. Third time's the charm. Now we're going face first. It doesn't matter. That's the second star. You could now also still open this one. But if you now collect this one, it kicks you out of a stage. So always make sure to actually pick up the one you want to pick up. Because with one exception that I'll get to later, they always make you exit the stage. So you cannot get 2 or 3 stars along the way. You can in the recompilation if you mod it in, but I haven't done it. Cool, now we've got 4. Let's go in here. The free door. Doop, 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 doop. Reacting to the star power, the door slowly opens. I think this looks so neat. With like 4 big aquariums, then the painting there, which I don't love. And these little black holes in the wall there, that's completely natural for a palace, castle. Are you using the cap blocks? You really should, you know. To make them solid, you can break them. To make them solid so you can break them, you have to press the colored cap switches in the castle's hidden courses. You'll find the hidden courses only after regaining some of the power stars. The cap blocks are a big help. Red for the wing cap, green for the metal cap, blue for the vanish cap. We don't have a single one yet. So is it just me or is Toad kind of blushing? Not that you can fully see him because Mario's fist is covering part of him. The names of the stars are also hints for finding them. They are displayed at the beginning of each course. You can collect the stars in any order. You won't find some stars, enemies or items unless you select a specific star. After you collect some stars, you can try another course. We're all waiting for your help. Cool. Let's try to figure out what's with these black squares up there. Suddenly you're inside one of the aquariums. Now we're gonna do our first 8 red coin thing. When I played this as a kid, I got so freaked out by the fact that suddenly I'm inside water and Mario is slowly running out of air. I couldn't beat this. And it doesn't take a genius to figure this out. Because either you realize, there's only 8 red coins. Like there's only so many things you can do in this little box because it really is just this and you cannot leave. So you can figure this out eventually. I got so flustered, I drowned in here like 10 times at least. It's one of the reasons I always hated underwater stages, the fact that the characters you play as usually can drown. I think the first game that did that to me, that instilled this fear in me, was Sonic CD. I played that when I was like 5 or so. I had the computer version. No, it's not Sonic CD, Sonic 3. Sonic 3 and Knuckles it was. And second or third stage you get to Hydro City. Suddenly you hear the do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and then Sonic just goes oh, that freaked me the fuck out. Now, welcome to Jolly Roger Bay, Course 3. We technically skipped the second one. Plunder in the sunken ship. Alright. Attention! Read before diving in. If you stay underwater for too long, you'll run out of oxygen. Return to the surface for air or find an air bubble or coins to breathe while underwater. You can breathe money. Don't ask how it works. You just can. Press A to swim. Hold A to swim slow and steady. Tap A with smooth timing to gain speed. Press up on the control stick and press A to dive. Press down on the control stick and press A to return to the surface. Hold down and press A while on the surface near the edge of the water to jump out. Secret criticism of capitalism. You know it. Special caps in the red, green and blue blocks. Step on the switches in the hidden courses to activate the cap blocks. We will whenever we get to them. Fuck. Oh, but this one is solid. It's yellow. Coins. If you're wondering, isn't there a sound effect when you collect coins? Yes, but if you're too fast like I was, it doesn't even get to play the sound. Oh, I thought I could jump here. Cool. This is how you jump out. Can I? I don't think I can jump against this. No. I'm stuck. Cool. And we can get out here. Look at this. Physics. It's floating on the water. Genius. Amazing. Climbing's easy. This is the same text as back then. So climbing is indeed still easy. The problem with these things is when you get too far down, it becomes too wide for him to grab. And he'll just fall off. Wait, it wasn't Half-Life 2? 1 second. Apparently not. Now the boat in question we need to look for is all the way down there. Now you can see it because the N64 has pop-ins sometimes. Welcome to Nightmare Material number 2, especially for young impressionable Jack. That eel lives rent-free in my head. Now I know how to get it out of there, the problem is I cannot do it reliably. I think there's coins here, yes there are. Now you need to bait the eel to get out of there. And I'm really bad at this. That's not it. Also this thing does tremendous damage. I believe the idea is to just keep swimming past it until it goes out of it. You can try to grab things underwater, but it doesn't help. Yes, Half-Life 2 released 2004, Mario 64 1996. I remember the day I got the console. It was a late summer day, I think it was like September. I think the console launched in August or something, I'm not quite sure anymore. Oh, the eel moved! Cool, now we need to get in there. I was like 7, I want to say? Yeah, I must have been already 7 in summer of 96. We went to a toy store. My parents bought this N64 with Super Mario 64 and I think like Pilot Wings. Didn't love that one as much as this. And then I just played a bunch of this game and I was really, really bad at it. Because I was 7, you know? Now, at this point the game doesn't really tell you much anymore, but through the power of conclusion, you'll realize there's 4 treasure chests here. It said 1, there's 4 of these. Yes, you have to find the right order. No, I don't know the right order. This is not on purpose to show it off. You need to open them in the right order. You open them by swimming into them. And if you get one wrong, you gotta do it all over from the start. Swim faster, Mario. Sometimes you can tap into the right rhythm or fast enough, I guess, but Mario does like 2 strokes shortly after another. Come on, please, thank you. Alright, we did one on the right first, let's go with left. Yes. Middle? Nope. Cool. But now we know the answer, so let's try to get it out of the way. That's 1. That's 2. Ignore the bubble, we've got enough air. 3. And 4. Now the water is gonna drain, as you can see from the air bubble getting bigger. And spoilers, the star is in that exclamation mark box. Now if you're fast enough, you can just swim here and then quickly get out of the water. If you don't know that, you're gonna end up all the way down there and you have to jump all of these platforms up. But I knew this, so that's the short version. You're welcome, everybody. Let's do one more here. This is my least favorite stage. Can the eel come out to play? After you got the ship out of the water, and if you select any star other than the first one, you will see that the weather has cleared up because reasons. And now the ship's actually up here because, you know, you made it come to the surface. Ooh, coins, yes, please don't mind if I do. Now, if you cannot get enough of the eel, ignore the star at the bottom, we can't get that yet. Here's more of it. This thing looks so creepy, it looks so creepy. That was not smart, please don't hit me again. Let's grab those coins for oxygen/life. The idea is that you don't get hit, I think. I need air. Come on. Let Mario breathe. I think I have to get closer and stick out like here. Does that work? Are you gonna move? Yes, he does. You can already see kind of through the wall, and there's the star. And yes, that's the luckiest I ever got. I've never met, this is the first time this has happened to me. Because usually, by you trying to figure out what's happening, you have to swim after the eel. And the eel goes like in circles and back and forth. And eventually, after like I think 20 seconds or so, if you didn't get the star, it will go back inside and this just repeats infinitely. Okay, thank you, that was doable. Now what's up here? Oh, a 1-up. Thank you. 1-ups in this game usually run away from you. I don't know why. That's just how it happens. Let's check out this door. I said at the beginning, but my plan is to get all, spoilers, 120 stones. I have done it before, I can do it again. Please turn around, I think there's a text thing. Yes, there is. A note. Stop and press Z to crouch and press A to do a high backward somersault. To perform a side somersault, run, do a sharp U-turn and jump. You can catch lots of air with both jumps. What we're talking about is this. Run, go the opposite direction, jump. By the way, this move was also in Donkey Kong on the Game Boy. Welcome to one of my favorite stages. Course 4, Cool Mountain. Slip sliding away. Snow Mountain Summit. Watch for slippery conditions, please enter the cottage first. Okay. Santa Claus isn't the only one who can go down a chimney. Come on in! Cabin proprietor. Okay. I've seen memes before like, oh my god, how did we know to do these things as kids? Probably because our parents told us, because there's a text box. You know what you have to do? Maybe, Benjamin. Welcome in, how are you doing? Welcome to the snow slide. Hop on. To speed up, press forward on the control stick. To slow down, pull back. Okay. It's that easy, huh? Let's do that. Oh, coins. Thank you. I'm good. How are you? Better now that the game is actually visible on screen and I can play it and hear it. I'm warm other than that. Tifa wouldn't hesitate. That is true. If you don't know what these fine specimens of humanity are talking about, I will show you in a bit. Ding! Cool. There's a door here. And just like that, star. Also a big penguin. How did I just talk to this big penguin? Did I press the B button? No. Did I press the A button? No. The penguin talks to you. So much for approach an animal and press B. Egad, my baby! Have you seen my baby? She's the most precious baby in the whole wide world. They say she has my beak. I just can't remember where I left her. Let's see. I stopped for herring and ice cubes when I just don't know. Well, aren't you a horrible parent then? Bye, I've got my star though. See ya. Okay, now let's do the penguin thing. You've recovered 8 of the power stars. Now you can open the door with a big star. But Bowser's just ahead. Can you hear the princess calling? Actually, no, I'm busy here, sorry. I wonder if a penguin in Mario Kart World is this one or the baby one grown up. Probably the big one. It's almost like they anticipated the penguin talking to you during the first star, so now you come back and then you get to do star number 2, Little Penguin Lost. Eagle-eyed viewers will see that there's a penguin here. Cool. You cannot take the penguin through the building. I know this. You cannot do it. It just deletes the penguin basically, and then you have to come back up here and do it again. So you have to take the long way around. Just trust me on this. I know this is hard sometimes. I say a lot of things that make me seem unbelievable, but oh my god, I had too much momentum. Yeah, probably the big one as I killed the baby one. Why would you do this? Yeah. I mean, it's a baby penguin, right? Oops. No! Penguin, come here. Thank you. Wah, wah, wah. Geronimo! It's snow. Mario gets stuck in it. No, come here, baby penguin. You found my precious, precious baby. Where have you been? How can I ever thank you, Mario? Oh, I do have this star. Here, take it with my eternal gratitude. So this is how you get the star. Why aren't you doing it? Because I want to get the star. Now. Now. Just for you. Wasn't there another baby penguin we saw when we came down the chimney? Yes, by the way, oh wait, text. Warning! Cold, cold crevice below. That is true, but if you bought the guidebook as a kid, that's not what I meant to do, but it works. My plan was to show you something else. It's fine, we can just go the long way around. This snowman's an asshole, by the way, but that's not why we're here. Now, you could hear it already for a split second. There's a baby penguin! And this one actually walks towards you. Clearly this one wants to be found. Look, he's even trying to get to the big penguin. Now, here's your baby. That's not my baby. She looks nothing like me. Her parents must be worried sick. And then he just leaves it there. And that's it. You're stuck. The penguin is just now there. I think the baby will eventually walk away. Maybe. Can I make it happen? No, I don't want to drop a baby again. No, I want to show the people what Benjima and Psycho are on about. Fine. I'll do it again. This way. It was this way, right? Here's the thing that everybody and their beloved ones have done, and we should all feel horrible about it. No, what I wanted to show you here is this. Because if you stand here, why not just teleport downstairs? I don't know how you would figure this out yourself. I genuinely don't know. But I bought the guidebook as a kid because there was one particular star I couldn't get and it mentioned it. It's not as cool as when it's not the other penguin baby. No, that's me. Because I imagine the parents really want their baby back, and if I fall out of the stage, I get to go to the castle, so bye! See? That's how you leave the stage! I'm helping the baby penguin! It's not as cool as when it's just as cool. We don't discriminate between penguins, they're all throwable. Or droppable. Now, back inside for realsies now. Big penguin race. The mother penguin downstairs, dad penguin, I don't know, is really bad at taking care of their kid. Kids back up here again, up to shenanigans. No, please turn around. Yeah, I want to see the penguin, thank you.
Hey, Mario, buddy, how's it going? Step right up. You look like a fast sledding kind of guy. I know speed when I see it, yes sirree. I'm the world champion sledder, you know. What do you say? How about a race? Ready?
Go. And of course, this prick also just goes ahead already. But I'm really good at this. So I'm gonna win this race. And I wouldn't be me if I didn't know a secret route through this thing. So why go the normal long way if you can just cheat? Rigged, I mean, oh, you're really slow. Loser. Give me my star, I won.
Whoa, Mario pal, you aren't trying to cheat, are you? Shortcuts aren't allowed. Now I know that you know better, you're disqualified. Next time, play fair.
Yep, and that's how you don't get that star. At least they give you this one so that you can just exit the stage. Without having to go through exit stage or exit course, and then you have to walk all the way back. Yeah. Again, this blew my mind as a kid. I was like, oh my god, hey, stupid penguin, I beat you, I beat you. And then the game was like, no, you cheated. That's not fair, do it again. It's like, okay, fine. No. Yeah, how's it going yourself? I love when the camera just goes off to the wall. It's like, you don't need to see where you're going. You could technically cheese this if you, again, jump at the right spot and then you just fall down part of the track. Or you just go hella fast. Because while the penguin does have an advantage at some points, it doesn't always. See, there we go. Done. Skills, all skills, no cheats. You broke my record! Unbelievable! I knew that you were the coolest. Now you've proven that you're also the fastest. I can't award you a gold medal, but here, take the star instead. You've earned it. Remember how earlier they said Bowser took all the stars? Apparently not. That's how all of our parents traveled to school. Welcome in, Ranger. I hope they did because that looked hella cool. Save and continue. Now, there's one more thing I haven't told you about yet. Frosty slide for 8 red coins. Yeah, let's combine those. Now, why is Jack doing this again? Because I know something we haven't talked about yet. No, I don't want... I'm standing on the thing already. Please let me through. Thank you. Now, we want to collect as many coins as we can on the way down. Because there is something that the game hasn't told us yet. I should have about 70 when we're at the bottom. Yep, there we go. Nice, 82. Cool. Oh, really quick, there's something up here that we didn't look at earlier. There's also this arrow there. It's a 1-up. Nice. Now we leave and we don't pick up the star. Remember how earlier the thing said to get 8 red coins? Let's try to get them. Tifa, sit like a human. I shall sit as straight as I humanly can. Thank you, Ranger. Now, being slapped by a paralyzed monkey, being insulted. Kind of when I cheated my way through the sledding race earlier. Now, if you stand in the red spot, there we go, we get to go back up again. Now, let's find those other coins. We have 4 of them, you can see in the bottom right. Oh, by the way, because I'm playing the recompilation version, top right you see R for options. I could change a couple things. This is not in the normal console version. But we don't need to do that because we're playing this vanilla. More coins, please. More coins. And now not more coins. Why is Jack afraid of picking up more coins? It's not that I'm afraid per se, but I want to do it here. When you collect 100 coins in a stage in Super Mario 64, you get a hidden star. You've collected 100 coins. Mario gains more power from the castle. Do you want to save? Yes. And that's the only kind of star that doesn't boot you out of a stage. Most coins in this stage are actually in that sled. That's why we did that first. Otherwise, if you don't know that, you might end up inside the sledding race thing, collecting your 100th coin. That has happened to me before. Excuse you? Asshole. I can't follow you there. I'll slide to my death. Whatever. If you get that star at an inopportune placement, you're just not gonna get it if you're unlucky. Why did I stomp that? I will show you later. Now we need to find those stupid coins. There's one here. Oh, the bob-omb body is down there. But we're not gonna get him right now. Now, get through here. I see another red coin there. 7, where's the last one? Where is number 8? That's not the star I want to pick up. No, don't do it. Okay, fine, I'll risk it. If you get on this platform and slowly starts moving, my problem is I'm really bad at making that jump. Oh, I made it. Cool. I'll prepare the cannon for you. They always say the same thing. This era of games made me realize I would never be good at platformers. Keep trying. I believe in you. Ready for blast off. Danger! Strong gusts, but the wind makes a comfy ride. So here's the thing. If you jump over yonder towards where that penguin is, strong winds should pick up and carry you across. Sometimes it doesn't trigger, or it triggers so late that you still fall to your death. So we're not doing that. I need to get those coins. Oh, I know where the last one is. Remember how earlier I accidentally slid down to the dangerous crevice? Which is not actually Benjima's hot crevice, I think you said earlier, which I completely ignored for reasons. Oh, I thought I was gonna get stuck with my head in the ice now, or the snow. There we go. There's another coin there. You're welcome. Thank you. I'm eternally blessed having that knowledge. That's coin number 6 coming up. Please don't slide down. And now get teleported up. There we go. And now we... Wait, where's 7 and 8? Why am I so bad at... Oh, wait! The last one is in the little nook down here. Oh, do you see Mario running backwards in a circle? Because momentum in this game is a real thing. There we go. Now I can show you what happens if you jump on these. Boing! And when you spin and float really slowly. It's kind of cute, but also dangerous in this place. There we go. There is our 8 red coin star. Run, 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 run. There we go. Text. Come on. Warning, cold, cold crevice below. Still. But if you long jump, you can technically make that. I've done it before. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday indeed. Thank you. Appreciate it. Okay, fine. We're gonna go the boring way then. Please teleport. Thank you. Where's the easiest way to get down there? Oh yeah, with a blue coin switch. So go around the mountain again. Jump, and here we are. Made it with a jump. Nice. My hands are so clammy. I think this is one of the... Why does the camera turn like that? This is one of the stages we can fully complete before moving on. Snowman's lost his head. There's a part of the stage I haven't shown you yet. It's over here. And if you pick this star, this happens.
I need a good head on my shoulders. Do you know if anybody in need of a good body? Please, I'll follow you if you do.
Yeah, funnily enough, he doesn't just follow you, he just starts. Now, the trick here is, remember how downstairs we got past this big snowball on a pedestal kind of thing? The idea is that you need to slide all the way past it, but not too far, and then stand there like a homing beacon. Then you get a cute cutscene.
Perfect! What a great new body! Here, this is a present for you. It's sure to warm you up.
Smooth. I have done this a million times. And 900,000 times I didn't nail the movement. Until it clicked. And ever since then, just whoop, done. Cool. Another star in the bag. What's left? Wall kicks will work. Now, there's an easy way and a hard way to do this. Let's do it the intended way first. And let's only do it the intended way. I'm not going to do this twice. Now, if you slow down here, and when you look down here, do you see the section that's underneath the platform I'm standing on? This is where we need to go. Now, technically, you could jump at the right angle and then fall into this, and then you're already in the area where you want to be. That's not the intended way. The intended way? Fuck my life. Oh god, the recovery jump. Oh shit, oh shit. Wind, please. Oh my god! He's even halfway out of a... I'm so glad that was on stream. Nobody would believe it. His balls, indeed. The intended way is to shoot your way over there. The problem is, if you hit the rock, you fall and you die. If you aim too low, you'll hit the rock and you die. So you need to get the right placement, and I don't know where it is. I think it's something that you have to line up like this. Yeah, there we go. Get the targeting reticule in the middle of the rock formation above. There you go. Remember how these things make you spin out if you jump on them? Let's not. You can also just smash them in the face. Oh no, please go this way. Get a good run up the slope. Do you remember the long jump? Run, press Z, then jump. Sure, if I could see. Nice. That's one. Remember that tricky wall kick jump? It's a technique you'll have to master in order to reach high places. Use it to jump from wall to wall. Press the control stick in the direction you want to bounce to gain momentum. Practice makes perfect. This is really nicely done. They even got the spinny heart here so you can try this as many times as you want if you take damage. What they don't tell you is that if you just jump normally up there, you're not gonna have enough height to make it over to the thing. So then stuff like this happens. That's one. I cannot land that last jump. That's not the game's fault, that's on me. I can tell you there is no input lag, nothing. I'm just really bad at this one. Thought 30, I hope not. But thank you. Usually that makes me get good at video games. Nope, I lost the ability to wall jump. VOD 69. Skinner, see what you're doing to me, Ranger? I'm thinking that's a Skinner type comment. VOD 69 is a different website. Now, why can I not pull off that triple jump? Oh my god, this is embarrassing. I was talking such a big game earlier. Nope. See why I'm saying you need the triple jump? You have to jump one more time. Indeed, I do. There we go. Now, this is probably one of those times where people start complaining about the camera. This is ice mechanics, by the way. So you slide here. But there we go. Thank you, Psycho, for the VOD 30. Once again, it made it work. And I believe, you can check this, this is the last star. Every course has 6 stars plus the 1 coin star. Let's double check. Yeah, that's all of them. It's not like in Super Mario Galaxy or other games where there is still a hidden star. Oh my god, somebody turn on the light. But we're gonna learn about why there's a spotlight on Mario now after the break, because it's getting really warm in this room and my hands are clammy and sticky. So, BRB. I have returned. And Mario's fallen asleep. Wake up, Mario. Now, why is there a spotlight here? Why don't we look straight into the sun? Welcome to the Wing Cup course. Step on the red switch at the top of the tower in the center of the rainbow ring. When you trigger the switch, all of the red blocks you find will become solid. Try out the wing cap. Do the triple jump to take off and press Z to land. Pull back on the control stick to go up and push forward to nose down, just as you would when flying an airplane. Because every single person who's playing this game has flown an airplane before. But we're not gonna do this because there'd be red coins here. Also, hello Skinner. This man only got 14 stars. I thought you completed it by now. I am very happy that you think so highly of me that I could do this, but alas, that is not the case. I missed a red coin. Please, come here. Thank you. Basically, you can just follow the path of the yellow coins in between them. Or you just aim for the red ones because you can see them easily. There we go. Done. Another secret star, by the way. And now we go and... Did I get it? Yes! Sick landing. You've stepped on the wing cap switch. Wearing the wing cap, you can soar through the sky. Now wing caps will pop up out of all the red blocks you can find. Would you like to save? Yes. Also the dramatic camera zoom around us. And now we pick that thing up and we're done.
Here we go!
Ta-da! Wait, you didn't have your pilot's license by the time you hit your 30s? No, first of all, no. Second of all, I played this when I was 7 for the first time. Definitely didn't have one back then either. Cool, and now the light is gone. You could replay the stage whenever you want by looking up there, which I'm not gonna do because it's not that good. But remember the red cap in the first stage? Now we can go back there. And now we can use it. Now we can fly around Bob-omb's battlefield. Shoot to the island in the sky. They're talking about the big floaty one back there. I will do that, but not before we've done some walking around. Oh my god, I didn't expect that to go through the other block. No, I don't want to read, I want to follow my destiny. Please. There we go. How you doing, Skinner? How's the heat treating you? Come on. No, please don't go away. If you don't pick these coins up fast enough, they'll disappear. Oh my god, a Goomba attacked me. Oh, by the way, really cool thing, completely pointless in the stage. If you jump under this bridge and hold the jump button, you can climb along it. You'll need to do something like this later in a different stage. Here it's just a neat little thing to know. Not that hot today, just got back from the gym though, so I was hella wet by the time I got home. Understandable. This coin is trying to escape me. Why is Jack collecting singular coins? Because I'm gonna get the 100 coin star while we're at the challenge. Actually, instead of doing the floating thing one, let's do the red coins. Might as well if we're in the business of collecting money. Remember Koopa the Quick from earlier? Well, he's now just Koopa in the stage, and if you jump on him, you can steal his shell. And if you then delete him out of the game, you get 5 coins for that. It's kinda rude, but animal abuse. Yeah, I mean, it was the 90s, they didn't know better, I guess. Now, let's go over here. Can I do a really cool thing? And I got the red coin. Nice. I believe there's a golden coin circle here somewhere. Ooh! Nice, a 1-up. Can I get it? Probably not. Yes, I do! Nice. We've seen a red coin up here, and this slope is too slippery to walk up or down, so let's use the shell we have and then just crash into it. There's only so much use this has. Coin please, thank you. I believe there was 5 coins up here earlier somewhere. Ignore this one. There's the 5 coins. Was there more? Yes, back here. And I think another 5 here? No, that's just the heart. Okay. Time to blast off. We could have just taken one of the cannons from downstairs. Or we can go over here and do this. You actually have to go over to this floating island to get that red coin. Sometimes, if you pass through a coin ring or find a secret point in a course, a red number will appear. If you trigger 5 red numbers, a secret star will show up. Just remember this for now. Now read, Mario. When you put on the wing cap that comes from the red block, do the triple jump to soar high into the sky. Use the control stick to guide Mario. Pull back, pull down, press Z to stomp and land. This is what it looks like. Huh, there's a circle of coins. 1, 2, 3. Would you look at that? Neat. But we don't really have the speed to go anywhere. Okay. Thankfully, but the game hasn't told us yet, if you get shot out of a cannon while wearing the cap, you also go into flying mode immediately. I shouldn't have collected these coins. I can't see where the rest of the rings is. They form like a shape, like a cylinder going upwards. And it would have been nice to see where it leads. I lost track of the thing. Up there. Oh my god. You're doing a 120 star run? Exactly. That's why I'm doing this right now, because 76, that is not enough, or is it? How many Goombas are down here? Oh, that should work. Cool. Now, if you go through the entire stage, you will be hard pressed to find 100 coins. But you would think, don't I need 100 coins to get my 100 coin star? Yes. Yes, you do. The shadowy star in front of you is a star marker. When you collect all red coins, the star will appear here. That's true. Now, a little known fact about life is if you find a wooden stump or a stake, as they called it earlier, like this, run around it a bunch. Not like this. Actually run around it. Because if you do, if you don't mess it up, is it counterclockwise? Why am I messing up the movement? I'm getting impatient. Come on. Other way around? Is it counterclockwise? 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing wrong? Huh? Okay, let's try it with a different one. Okay, let's try it with this one. The controls, man. Actually, no, I said I would blame my cut on my thumb. It's the cut on my thumb that's making me unable to control Mario properly. Come on, do the thing. I did the setup for this like half an hour ago by now. I think it needs to be tighter. I think you're right. But I have a hard time doing that because then I get stuck to the thing. There we go. If you run a tight enough circle around a stake a couple of times, it poops out 5 coins. And I cannot explain to you why. There. First try now. I don't... Just accept it. Just accept it. Come on. Please. That wasn't even running. Anyway, that's how you very quickly find enough coins to do it. I don't know why you would run circles around a stake for money. I don't know if there's like a Japanese folklore kind of thing that explains this. I just know it works. And I remembered that from my child. We need one more coin. Oh yeah, up there. Cool. Up the nougat thing. There we go, and now we can pick up that star. Nice. I mean, some people do that while chanting. They don't get coins. Fair enough. That's one way to look at it, I guess. And 8 coins out of the way, together with 100 coins. But they sacrifice people or things, or so I've heard. Skinner never beating the allegations that he's doing weird things. Oh, we now did the 4th one. Find for 8 red coins. Back to shoot to the island in the sky. Now, the easiest way to get up there, and I believe the fastest, is to go up this big pile of rocks over here without getting shot. And while jumping, because otherwise you don't have enough momentum. This one is super easy. Now, do you see this weird alien Yoshi kind of cloud? It could be a horrible fucked up Digimon or Pokemon. You know, there's like a mouth here, then there's a neck, something stuck in its throat, then there's a body here. I don't know. If you go straight up, like here where the nose would be, done. That should land you right on the floating island. There we go. 100% guarantee. And that's all you need to do to get a star. In those earlier stages, some of these are so fast. Like this one. Let's go back inside though. Mario wings to the sky. You've technically seen most of that already too, when earlier I was trying to grab the coins out of the sky. Because I needed the money. I can never just stick the landing into the cannon from here. It's one of my few regrets in life. Too much to the left? Do I miss the shot? Nope, made it. Cool. Get the thing, jump in this. I do a ground pound because it's faster. Now you don't want to shoot in the middle, you want to shoot somewhere up. And then immediately pull up and now keep the height, do a circle around. Oh my god, I'm pulling up so hard. You're losing the fight to gravity as you go. And then hopefully... Perfect, almost perfect execution. We went through the 8 rings of 5. And... oh my god. Pathetic. But we got it. There. This is now speedrun pace. Now you might think, isn't there a 6th one? Yes, there is. Behind Chain Chomp's gate. It's time to free the poor thing. The game doesn't really tell you what to do, you'll probably figure it out, but... what if there was no stake holding Chain Chomp's chain? It just smashes the gate and then escapes. I don't know if we did a good thing there. Because it's really big. And I remember them eating the stage in Yoshi's Island. So, oh well, not our problem right now. And that's bob-omb's battlefield also completely cleared out. Neat. We've done the Snow Mountain. We haven't been through this door yet. This is my favorite stage in the game, I believe. Reacting to the star power, the door opens slowly. I believe this stage was also redone in one of the Mario Galaxy games? I could be wrong. Wasn't there a note thingy here? There it is. Sometimes you'll bump into invisible walls at the edges of the painting worlds. If you hit a wall while flying, you'll bounce back. See, there's even explanations why things are in video game logic. It was Bowser who stole the stars. I saw him with my own eyes. He's hidden 6 stars in each course, but you won't find all of them in some courses until you press the cap switches. The stars you found will show you on each course. The stars you found will show on each course's starting screen. If you want to see some of the enemies you've already defeated, select the stars you've recovered from them. Like King bob-omb told us at the beginning. The same would apply here, by the way. Course 2, Womb's Fortress. Chip off Womb's block. Hello! Oh, it's the Lakita Bros. Hello, the Lakita Bros cutting in with a live update on Mario's progress. He's about to learn a technique for sneaking up on enemies. There's stealth in this game. The trick is this: he has to walk very slowly in order to walk quietly. And wrapping up filming techniques reported on earlier, you can take a look around by pressing C right and C left. Press C down to view the action from a distance. When you can't move the camera any further, the buzzer will sound. This is the Lakita Bros signing off. Cool. Thanks for that. Why would we need to know this? Because there's a sleeping piranha plant. That's so cute. With a lullaby music. I'm sleeping because I'm sleepy. I don't like being disturbed. Please walk quietly. This is adorable. Would be a shame if somebody would come and punch you in the face. I will do this a lot because they give you 5 coins. Sorry. Shouldn't be worth that much when I wouldn't do this too. Bad time. Kinda. Give me the coins, the earlier I can collect my 100, the sooner I will not need to do this again. Now, over here, there's a bunch here. 34 already, nice. Let's leave those there because we'll need something to finish the 100 with later. Break open the blue coin block by pounding the ground with the Z button. 1 blue coin is worth 5 yellow coins. But you have to hurry, the coins will disappear if you're not quick to collect them. Too bad. That is true, which is why it's really helpful if you know where they're gonna go. Usually it's just around the thing where you press the block. Okay, that's 57 already. We've got 4 left down here, let's remember that for later. Off we go down here. Look at these cute little blocks. They look so derpy, it's adorable. Oh god, please don't. Hup, hup. Thank you. Ooh, a green one. There are special caps in the red, green and blue blocks. Step on the switches in the hidden courses to activate the cap blocks. That's the plan. Wouldn't it be funny if there was something on top of this from? Oh, there isn't. Okay, my bad. Oops. They don't kill you instantly if they squish you, but they do tremendous damage. I think 4 units of energy. Oh, signboard. The path is narrow here. Easy does it. No one is allowed on top of a mountain. If you know what's good for you, you won't take anyone. If you know what's good for you, and if you know what's good for you, you won't wake anyone who's sleeping. Move slowly, tread lightly. Yeah. Or you attack them while they're sleeping. Hey, 69 coins. Mario can shimmy past a wall like this, by the way. I think this is one of the 2 or 3 instances where you need to do this. Little falling block action there. Caution! Narrow bridge! Cross slowly. You can jump to the edge of a cliff and hang on, and you can climb off the edge if you move slowly. When you want to let go, either press Z or press the control stick in the direction of Mario's back. To climb up, press up on the control stick. To scurry up quickly, press the A button. Or we don't do this and we just run over it. Oh god. No! Please fall asleep again. They are so tired from their work. Oh, I somehow managed to jump onto it. I didn't even need the ground pound. Cool! I see coins floating here. We are at 81 already. Come on. 89 would be down there if I just punch more there. Now if you don't know what to do and you just keep jumping on them, they will drop coins out of their back, which is really nice of them. One more? Okay. The idea is to stomp them. And we got enough coins. Cool. So quickly go back. Accidentally picked up the red coin there. Nice. Done. And got it.
Here we go!
Another secret star, and our power increases. As a kid, I always thought that, you know, Mario's power increases. He does like more damage or something. There has to be some hidden statistic. That's not the case. It's just flavor text. Nothing actually changes, other than your star counter in the top right. Made the jump, enemy doesn't respawn, cool, but there's a billboard here. A billboard? A sign. Observation platform. Press C up to take a look around. Don't miss anything. Press R to switch to Mario's camera. It always follows Mario. Press R again to switch to Lokito's camera. Pause the game and switch the mode to fix the camera in place while holding R. Give it a try. I won't. I shan't. Up the nougaty goodness blocks.
It makes me so mad. We build your houses, your castles, we pave your roads, and still you walk all over us. Do you ever say thank you? No. Well, you're not going to wipe your feet on me. I think I'll crush you just for fun. Do you have a problem with that? Just try to pound me, wimp. Huh.
This, by the way, is a great icebreaker if you want to initiate sexy time with your significant other. Just try to pound me, wimp. Ha! Cool. It's a really big one. And that's the goal. You run around him, you don't get hit, and then you pound him. He did ask for it, kind of. Scam of a century. Indeed it is. And third time's the charm.
No! Crushed again! I'm just a stepping stone after all. I won't grovel. Here, you win. Take this with you.
Pound faster for boys. Indeed it is. Welcome in, mommy. How are you doing? Pound fest already over, sorry. He only took 3 pounds and then it was over. Really quick. All of you, I'm just reading the lines. Psycho, I think the blame lies with you here once again, because wasn't it you yesterday that said, no, voice act all the lines? I'm doing it for you, or because of you, I should say. Now, to the top of a castle. Let's do that. Of the game. I'm reading the text in the game. It's not my fault the game is kinda horny. Where's the yellow bob-omb guy? I want to blast off because I see a star over there. Over. I have played this stage so many times. This song lives rent-free in my head. And up we go. Unlike the previous stage, this time there's a whole ass tower here now. That's one from the painting. Now, if you know, or you bought the guidebook as a kid, or you just have a habit of punching walls, you can find the one up there. Come on, get out of there, please. This one is an elevator. Really nice. More stars back there. Done. That's the top of the thing. Beautiful. Nice, easy, simple. Top of a fortress, done. Back inside. Go, Mario, go. Shoot into the wild blue. What is the wild blue, you might ask? Oh, there's an owl. Okay. Who's there? Who woke me up? It's still daylight. I should be sleeping. Hey, as long as I'm awake, why not take a short flight with me? Press and hold A to grab on, release A to let go. I'll take you wherever you want to go as long as my wings hold out. Watch my shadow and grab on. This one is an elevator. Thanks for the useful information, I wouldn't have guessed. Did you know that before I jumped onto it? Maybe you did, I don't know. Huh. Why don't we just break sequence of this game and get this star first, because now we're up here already with this cute little owl. This has tank controls, by the way, which is super weird. Done. You didn't say it before you jumped on it, bro. My brain was buffering, what can I say? Fall onto the caged island. I did, and I wasn't even supposed to yet. Now, by the way, when you have a setting like this, where you have some of the stars from the front of a list and some from the back, it still only tells you the name of the next one you haven't found in the intended order. So I cannot go to number 4 to find out what that one is. So back to shoot into the wild blue. Fine, I will then. Now, up we go, hopefully. There we are. Oh, there's the bob-omb, buddy. Let me guess, you're gonna prepare the gun for shooter? Or the cannon? Gun is smaller than that. Indeed he does. Prepare for blast off. Now the idea is that you use this cannon and then shoot yourself over there. But I saw something once and I want to try it. Let's see, can I can make that. I totally can. I just need to get the right angle. Or you do this. Or you go the long way around, you get into the cannon, you shoot yourself into the platform, then you get down. You know, the usual stuff. Red coins on the floating isle. The star is down here, so let's actually take it from the top by going to the floating island. First, how did I survive that? So lucky, so blessed. Wasn't one of the red coins on top of his throne? New Mario upgrade, Glock 19. Isn't there a couple games where Mario can use a gun? I mean, Smash Bros. For one. That Mario and Rabbids game that released for the Switch back then. It's a strategy game, I think. I haven't played it. I don't even own it. Because I'm not a fan of rabbits. I mean, bunnies are cute, but those are Ubisoft rabbits. I don't love them. Okay, we've got 5. I believe we saw 2 earlier on the floating islands here. Yes, there it is. You're not supposed to do this, by the way. What they assume you will do is find this. By the way, physics again. Half-Life 2, eat your heart out. Bam! Did you see that? Rent was for proto-minions? Basically, yeah. It's one of the reasons why I don't like them, I guess. Look at all of these extra coins I could have gotten up here. Neat. And now we need to fall in the right place so that I can... There we go! I usually struggle with that one so hard. Today it's just easy going for me. Nice. Done. And for his neutral B... Wait, wrong character. Which one are you talking about? Snake has a bunch of weapons. Now. Raving Rabbids came out 2006, Despicable Me in 2010. Coincidence? I think not. Now, blast away the wall. I need to quickly look something up. Mario 64, zweites Level, 6. Stern. I have to do this in German because there is a problem I have with the German title of the star. I need to quickly find it. Where is it? Where is it? What's Worm's fortress in German? 1 second. 1 second. Let me get into the stage so we can already listen to some music at least. Let's see. Here it is. Now I found a walkthrough, but I need the name of this thing. I'll look it up later. In the German version, which is one I grew up with, this star has the dumbest name. And even in English, blast away the wall. Which wall? Well, easy. This one. Now, why would you shoot yourself at this wall? I don't know. Let's try to this one. This works. Why would you... How do you figure this out? Other than try everything. Because indeed, the star is stuck in that wall. And I said at the beginning of the stream, is Super Mario 64 a perfect game? No. And the reason for that is this particular star. But now that I'm playing it in English, I'm like, it's not that unclear. It's a bit too cryptic for my taste. But at least there's a hint. The German name for the star is something like... what is it? I don't know. I can't... Do I still have a guidebook? No, I don't. I will... Wumms Wuchtwall entsprengt die Mauer. Yeah, Wumms Wuchtwall is the German version of Worm's place, this thing we just did. Sprengt die Mauer, yeah. What wall do you need to blow up? I remember playing this as a kid and I shot myself at every single wall I could think of. And I couldn't do it. It did. Frustrating. I think we're done with this one. Yeah, we cleared the first course and the second. Jolly Roger Bay we haven't yet, and we cannot yet because we need the green cap for it. First neutral B, he wields a gun. Official quote from the Smash Ultimate Joker trailer. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I was trying to think of Smash Bros right now. Yes. We haven't been downstairs yet. Let's do that, shall we? Oh! A boo. No, boo, Mario, boo. Welcome to the castle courtyard. Now, legend has it that this is some weird text about Luigi or a hidden star. You can jump on these. You have to ground pound boos backwards to destroy them. You cannot read this normally. I don't know what it's supposed to say. Text to read, yes please. Free. Free? What? What do you mean free? Is there two other? Okay. It says the cake is a lie. I don't believe that. Press B while running fast to do a body slide attack. To stand while sliding, press A or B. Okay. Done that. Psst. The boos are super shy. If you look them in the eyes, they fade away, but if you turn your back, they reappear. It's no use trying to hit them when they're fading away. Instead, sneak up behind them and punch. I've never done that in my life. Never once. More like two. Welcome in Dark Lord. How are you doing? Come on, read, Mario. Don't punch. Read, please. Don't get stuck in this sign. 1. If you jump repeatedly and time it right, you'll jump higher and higher. That's not true. If you run really fast and time 3 jumps right, you can do a triple jump. 2. Jump into a solid wall, then jump again when you hit the wall. You can bounce to a higher level using the wall kick. I guess they don't know when you're reading which one. And now it explains why it says 3 over here. Sure, stand inside of me. Sneak up them. Yes, hello HR, he's over there. Indeed. 3. If you stop, press Z to crouch, then jump. You can perform a backward somersault. To do a long jump, run fast, press Z, then jump. We know this. No, I'm trying to jump actually. Okay, bye. Try a somersault. There you go. Do a backflip, Spider-Man. Oh look, this one is slightly bigger. Could there be a reason? Yes. He had a birdcage inside of him and somehow you turn tiny and go inside of it. It's just how it works in Mario. Big Boo's haunt. Go on a ghost hunt. Come on in here. Heh, heh, heh. Okay, cool. But first I must read the signs. You don't stand a ghost. You don't stand a ghost of a chance in this house. If you walk out of here, you deserve a ghoul medal. What? Is there a pun I'm not understanding? The vanish cap is inside the blue block. Mr. I will be surprised, since you'll be invisible when you wear it. Even the big Boo will be fooled, and you can walk through secret walls too. Good to know. I've never actually bothered to read those. No, read, Mario. Psst, the Boos are super shy. I left the same sign outside, so you don't need to read this one again. In German, this is Big Boo's Burg. B-b-b. Indeed it is. Cool. Ray tracing light effects. It's not ray tracing. I know that. These Boos are really nice and they give you 5 coins. I don't believe there's a point in trying to get to 100 yet. I don't think I can. Ghosts, don't die! Can you get out of here alive? kinda scary. But also not really, because this is still a Mario game, you know? So why would you sneak up on them and punch them in the back if you can just jump over them and then just ground pound them? This is the easiest way. They repeat the same text over and over. There is no depth to the flavor text they spout. Okay, went in there, came out this one. Let's go through this door. Ooh! A Mr. I. So, you would think, what does this do other than to look hella creepy? Come on, do something, please. It shoots teardrops at you. And it blinks at you. And just like in real life, if you run around an eyeball once, it dies. So don't run around people. Pew pew, indeed. It's the Higurashi eye, but different. Now we're in a proper haunted house. You see that the furniture is attacking. Oh, I guess there are teardrops. I never thought about it like that. I don't know, what are they supposed to be? Maybe they're not teardrops. I wouldn't know. Is the ghost gonna come out? Yes, thank you.
Ghosts don't die!
Then why do you go? Oh shit! Wait. Can see it in my instant replay.
The Tower of Terror, the Big Boo!
Oh shit.
Ka-ha-ha-ha!
I'm sorry I skipped the first line. It happens. I didn't expect text there for some reason. Hey! Doesn't everybody love a good piano? Oh my god! Oh what? And this is why as a kid I was afraid of pianos. This. The chomp chomp doesn't help. Oh look, it's a Big Boo. And for some reason he makes thrum sounds if you do this. He doesn't even get shy and disappear, turn invisible when you look at him. This becomes a staircase, and if you're smart like me, you just stand on the final spot already and then you can just jump up. Now, we did gonna go some. The boo noise is actually the Bowser noises, but sped up. Oh really? That's genius. He's too big to get shy. Good thing it's not a cold day, huh? Now, ride Big Boo's merry-go-round. Cool. That's a box with a face on it and it wiggles. Oh shit, it jumps. Okay. Yep. And we get a bunch of coins. Nice. Recording sound effects is expensive, that is true. I have to applaud them. I could not tell you that that's a Bowser sound. Running around in circles makes some bad guys roll their eyes. Get it? Good thing we already know this. I hear lots of boos. Okay. We could now explore the top of this. Oh wait, I remember. Geronimo! Did you know that there's a secret basement down here? And you hear some music. Welcome to the merry-go-round. There we go. And boo, 1. Stop bouncing off of me. Ooh, 2 in 1 attack. Nice. The hitbox on these is so lenient. 5 was enough. I'm not even near you. I am not even near you. How do you take damage? I'm okay with this. Right, Big Boo's merry-go-round. Hello, Mr. Officer. Yeah, it is over there. Oh, Skinner. Thankfully, that is not the case. This is one of my least favorite stages, so I'm very okay with doing this one relatively quickly. We cannot fully complete it, but I think we can do one more for now. Secret of the Haunted Books. Remember that earlier we were in a place with a bookshelf? Which is your least favorite? It's a good question. I have a strong dislike for a couple of them. Oh yeah, here, Angry Books. Maybe this is because Mario keeps trying to punch things. Nope, that's not it. Nope, okay. Middle. Middle, thank you. Down. Oh yeah, we got it. Cool. Sinking Sandland, or whatever the bullshit is off the top of my head. Shifting Sandland? Shifting Sandland. The music's nice and I do like the aesthetics of it, but Shifting Sandland is one of my least favorites. This Big Boo's haunted house mansion thing. What else? The last two, TikTok Clock and the Rainbow Road looking one. It's not that they're bad stages, it's just that it's very easy to make a mistake and then you have to start all over. Because of their... You will see it when we get there. But they're very vertical. You've recovered 30 power stars. Now you can open the door with a big star. But before you move on, how's it going otherwise? Did you pound the 2 columns down? You didn't lose your hat, did you? If you did, you'll have to stomp on the condor to get it back. They say that Bowser has sneaked out of the sea and into the underground. Have you finally cornered him? This doesn't make any sense if you play the game the way I did. They completely anticipate that you already went upstairs to the Bowser door and down the stairs here. It will make more sense in a moment, because now we're going in there. I'm not a fan of Big Boo's Crypt, but I typically go there like once. I have to go there a bunch to complete the game. I quite like TikTok Clock. It's not a bad stage, but it's easy to make a mistake. Sneaked? Yeah, he sneaked it. That's how it is. Oh my god, it's Peach! I'm gonna... No! No, it's turning into Bowser! No! We got tricked. There we go. Who could have foreseen this? Sneaker in. Going for all 120? Yes, indeed. It should be snuck. No, it's sneaked it.
You've stepped right into my trap, just as I knew you would. I warn you, friend, watch your step.
Sure. Now, I think we need the green thing to 100% this level. Maybe not. I will try without. No, please. Come on. Okay. There we go. It is not just enough that these are Bowser stages. Spoiler, there's 3 of them. But they also have a red coin star. You cannot get 100 coins in these. There isn't enough of these. Isn't enough coins. Jolly Roger Bay, Dire Docks have the best music. I don't like underwater stages. And because of my bias, because of that, I don't agree. I think objectively, they are good songs, but I don't like what they evoke in me. I think these are red coin stars I like the least. Yeah, same. Because you've got the whole... The stages are relatively short, I want to say, but there's all of these narrow things and places you can fall down, so... It's easy to make mistakes, whereas most other stages are more lenient, which is nice. I want to say half the difficulty in this game comes from whether or not you use the camera properly, like that. Like, why go through the trouble of walking down this very narrow path if you can just do this? This man needs to accept the greatness. No, I agree that they're not bad songs, it's just they're not my favorites. I keep messing up my jumps. Come on. I think the last 2 are up here. I hope I didn't miss one. Why didn't I jump there again? Who's your favorite mini-boss or villain from 64? My favorite fights are the Bowser ones. How do I not make that jump? Why am I so bad at this? Fine, we're gonna go the long way around. That works. Okay, that's 7. Where's the last one? Oh, it's up there, isn't it? Shit, we missed one. Oh god, it's down there, I can see it. Where the seesaw thingies are. Mario, it's Peach. Please be careful. Bowser is so wicked. He will try to defy gravity. He will try to burn you with his horrible flame breath. Run around behind him and grab him by the tail with a B button. Once you grab hold, swing him around in great circles. Rotate the control stick to go faster and faster. The faster you swing him, the farther he'll fly. Use the C buttons to look around, Mario. You have to throw Bowser into one of the bombs in the 4 corners. Aim well, then press B again to launch Bowser. Good luck, Mario. Our fate is in your hands. That's really cool, but I want that red coin. Favorite mini-boss though. I really thought I jumped onto that boomer. I like the Bowser fights, except for the very last one because it's harder. It's not unfair though. It's just I'm not good at them. Other than that, how many mini-bosses are there really? I think really the first one is my favorite because King Bob-omb is so nice to you, and it's more like a competition kind of thing. The faster you spin that stick, the faster you'll break bones in your palm. Yeah, or rub off the skin of your palm. Wow, another power star! Mario gains more courage from the power of a castle. Do you want to save? Yes. I lied. The 100 coin stars are not the only ones that don't kick you out. Those don't either.
Tough luck, Mario. Princess Toadstool isn't here. Go ahead, just try to grab me by the tail. You'll never be able to swing me around. A wimp like you won't throw me out of here. Never! Ha!
Let's see about that. Okay, done. Now, the thing is, you actually have to hit the bomb, and I'm not good at that. Now watch me get it first try. Very lenient hitboxes. And he's dead. That's it.
I was a bit careless. This is not as I had planned, but I still hold the power of the stars and I still have Peach. You'll get no more stars from me. I'm not finished with you yet, but I'll let you go for now. You'll pay for this later.
And then he teleports away and turns into a key. As you oftentimes do. It irks me that no Mario game has ever had Bowser fights as good as in Super Mario 64. I agree. It's pretty cool in Odyssey because you use an item to attack him directly, but Super Mario 64 you literally grab this bitch by his tail and swing him. Yes, the only other game that does it, I want to say, as good. It's not a Mario game, but it's the Smash Bros games because you can beat the shit out of Bowser. And it feels good after all he's done. Bowser in the Dark World clear. Cool. Now we got a big key that we don't yet know what to do with because I haven't explored enough. But if you go down here now, you will find a key door. Door with a key. There's also one upstairs that we've walked past a bunch, but the key doesn't fit. Now there's another star door. We needed 30 for that one. The game would have told us if I had come down here earlier, but I didn't. And then there's Water World. We're not doing that yet. We are going outside again. Because I want to go up this thing. Can I make that? It's a shortcut. I know I've done that before. This is not the intended way. Technically, what you're supposed to do is come through this door, but then you have to walk all the way around. This is just faster if you don't slide down. Remember the 2 columns that were mentioned earlier that you have to pound? Talking about Pound Fest from earlier. It is decreed that one shall pound the pillars. Okay, well, if it's decreed. Okay. It drains the water in here. Okay. A metal door, where have I seen one before? Outside we just drained the moat. Why would we do this? Because we're vandals. But also because now we can go in this. And this place is... Welcome to the Vanish Cap switch course. All of the blue blocks you find will become solid once you step on the cap switch. Disappear when you put on the Vanish Cap, so you'll be able to elude enemies and walk through many things. Try it out. Yeah, this is also hella annoying because there is a red coin thing and we already missed the first one. Cool! Let's do it again. If you fall out of this stage, it drops you off into water. And as you just saw, if you get out of the water, because water and power, health and oxygen are the same thing, just surfacing in water also just fills your health. 5 more levels to explode, indeed. Who was pounding the pillars before Mario got there? That is between Peach and whoever she asked to do that. I'm assuming that's the princess's decision. I just hope they did a good job. Maybe they did it so well that there's a reason why she keeps disappearing into different castles. Just saying. Now, 4 of these are here, I believe. And then that's it for the slide. Fire! If you get hit by fire, you run really fast for a bit and you cannot stop. And you take damage, of course. Hey, I made a jump. Cool. Give me coins. Now with these you gotta be careful because when they get to the top, they go whoop, like that. So the plan is to not be part of that. 7 and 8? No. Oh my god! How did I survive that? Oh my god. Made it though. Has Jack beaten SM64 entirely before? Yes. It's actually one of the games I used to play once every year. I haven't in a while though. You've just stepped on the Vanish Cap switch. Vanish Cap makes Mario disappear. Now Vanish Caps will pop. Now Vanish Caps will pop from all the blue blocks you find. Would you like to save? Yes. Funnily enough, actually no, forget it. I was gonna make a Zelda joke, but that's Minish Cap, not Vanish Cap. I had a complete brain fart. Now I feel dumb for saying that out loud. Cool! Now we can go back to the big Boo place and then finish that stage properly. Nice jump. Now we could go through the path on the right and go the long way around, or we go back the way we came, illegally, through the shortcut, and just go back up here. There should be a Boo to greet us. Yep, there is. Funny enough, I think the Boos don't show up until you collected 6 stars. So if I had gone out of my way to explore a bit earlier, none of this would have been here. Just the coins and the text. Seek the 8 red coins. Let's combine that with getting 100, shall we? I'll try to at least. Okay. Actually, I think it would have been smarter if I did this on the first star, because when there's 5 Boos, which is 25 coins. Do they also just spawn on this star? Let's find out. Yes, thankfully they do. Okay, we're good. Problem solved. While we're here, let's also get the 5 from the merry-go-round. And that's 50 coins we've got taken care of. Which one do they come out of? This one. 1, 2, 3. While Mario was spinning, didn't even attack yet. And now we very disrespectfully don't fight that thing. Is there coins here? Nope, just water. Cool. Also, now that I've mentioned my least favorite stages, what are yours, Dark Lord? If you have any, maybe you love all of them equally. I wanted to do a cool lunging forward jump kind of thing and I messed it up. I'm not quite sure how these red elevators out of wireframe work, but they do. It's all that matters really. Oh look, it's an eye. Goodbye. 45 coins already. Oh god. That was dumb of me to touch that. Okay, let's go for a tour around the house. Maybe there's more stuff here. Yes, there is. Technically, I just hugged the spider into submission. There we go. Coins, yes please, that's 61. And there's a back door, let's go in here. Not a big fan of Lethal Lava Land and Hazy Maze Cave. Funnily enough, with the exception of a volcano bit, we'll get there. Lethal Lava Land is one of my favorite stages. I think it's because of how much I played it. Okay, this is a fake door, a fake wall. Oh, we can get through here, look, there, but from the other side there is a blue thing there. Welcome in, Malix, how are you doing? Least favorite, Dire Docks. Okay. Favorite, Shifting Sandland. Okay, alright. What do you like? What do you dislike so much about Dire Docks that it's your least favorite? For me, I dislike Jolly Roger Bay more than Dire Docks. Because of the eel, I think. The eel is just nightmare material. I believe there's 2 boos. Oh wait, they aren't in there now. Oh! This boo wall leads to the back entrance, doesn't it? There, look, we vanished. Yeah. Okay, so now the 2 of them don't come out because we've already destroyed them earlier. Oh! I didn't know the big book would also spit out a coin. Nice. Okay. That's 98 coins. Okay. Nice! I didn't even realize I could get 100 this fast. Time to go upstairs. Too many samey stars in Dire Docks. Not much variety except for just swimming. Okay, yeah, fair. I see it. You are right there. Oh yeah, 100. I was like, wait, this is only the 5th red coin. Of course. But Dire Docks doesn't even have an eel, it just has a slightly big shark. Yeah, that's why for me, Jolly Roger Bay is lower on the list, also higher on the list of stages I don't like, because of the eel. Dire Docks I prefer over Jolly Roger Bay, because it doesn't have an eel, it has a cute shark. Oh, hello Eye. I guess they're called Mr. Eye from the sign we read earlier. Thank you. Oh my god, it's coffins that you need to stand in front of for some reason. And they fall really quickly. And some of them don't open up. Oh god, don't get stuck behind it. There we go. I think sometimes big and small land can be irritating. Yeah, that's true. I love the idea. It's a very unique gimmick. The concept is fun, but it can be a bit much when you have to swap back and forth because you're in the wrong setting. Wasn't the star here somewhere? Where's the star? Oh, over here. Bam! Done. 34 already. Oh my god, there's 120. I'm so slow. We need to pick up the pace. In German, Mr. I is called Glubsch. Or Glubschi. I would think Glubschi. I don't know the reason for that word to exist like this, but Glubschauge in German is like a very bulging eye. So Glubschi is a reference to big bulging eyes. Now we need to get to the roof. The roof isn't on fire, but there is a big boo there. The question is, how do we get up there? Okay, can I jump that? What? Okay, maybe not like this. Can I? 24% there. Oh god. Glubsch apparently means goggle. Okay. Not that I would know, but I never used it like this. You played Mario Kart World? Yes. I love the gameplay of Mario Kart World. I hate the unlock system for extra characters. Spoilers for Mario Kart World. I don't mind the progression-based one, like, hey, if you beat this thing, then you get this character. I'm okay with that. But after a certain point, to unlock additional characters, it's just down to luck. You need to get hit with a certain item. And that's stupid. Especially when you then can play for hours and you don't get hit by that item, or when you do, you get the wrong character, one you already have. How do I not make that jump? Okay, that works. Let me guess, I need to do this while I have the cap active? Or can I get another one over here? Yeah, I need to have a cap active. But wait, we need to do the big boo fight. Oh, here he is already. Okay, fine. This is easy enough. Okay, done. How do you like Mario Kart World? How do you all like Mario Kart World? For those of you who have played already. I hate getting up there because I think if you do this, then you fall and you have to go all the way back up. Skill issue. The star used to mess with me so bad because I thought you had to catch the vanishing cap, then run into the vanish boo portrait at the front of a mansion. That would make sense. But thankfully that's luckily not what we gotta do. Where was the room I was in just now? Was it this one? Wasn't it this one? Where am I? Now we can quickly try to get up there fast enough with this. Oh yeah, of course it's this one. It's the one closest to this so that you can get up there. Run, Mario, run. Okay. Let's just get this out of the way. Hey, big one, come on. Are you looking at me? Yes, you are. I think this one gets you a star as well. This man's stream been buffering mad hard ever since he started bashing the unlock system. Not just me. Oh, it's happening again. Nice. I don't know if you can hear me, so I'm also gonna type this in chat. Just for the bad connection on data. Nintendo, streams haunted. Internet is fine on my end, but I'll take a short break anyway. Hopefully Twitch recovers by then. BRB. BRB. I'm back and it looks like we should be stable again. By the way, I've touched nothing. I've done nothing. I checked our router to see if there were any issues. There weren't. It's Twitch. And I'm not going to repeat what we were talking about earlier, just in case a certain company does have some sort of issue with me voicing my opinion about the unlock system in their latest fun family racing game. Nintendo Ninjas obviously got you. I am not able to confirm nor deny such allegations. I have not signed Nintendo NDAs, or any of no. When you guys mentioned it, thank you for letting me know. First of all, I looked. I saw on OBS that it was like fluctuating up and down like crazy. Took a short break, came back. Nothing's changed. I mean, I'm happy it's stable now, but if that wouldn't have worked, by the way, I would have blamed my boo-boo. My little cut on my finger. As I said, I would if things go wrong, because it's never my fault. Or anybody else's. Oh, by the way, I already got the next done. This is one we're supposed to get. I hate this jump. I hate this jump with a passion. I always do a normal jump because I cannot judge the distance from a stupid angle. Sorry. Had to get that out of my system real quick. Now, let's get that star. This time, the correct one. Okay, this is deceptively far away. Long jump! And then you run, because otherwise you will fall down, because that's a slope. Then you go all the way back here, and then you get a 1-up, because why not, for your trouble. And then you miss the jump, and you jump down the building, and you do climb it a third time. Ah. Good thing that didn't happen. Big Boo's balcony. Cool. We're done. Cleared completely the first course. The second, not the third, we cannot do that yet. Fourth, fifth, it's time to move on. We're making progress. The goal for today is to get roughly halfway through the game, so round about 60 stars. There's 120. The later stages take me longer and longer to get to stars, so let's go for like 70, I think. Ish. Should be easy enough. Dire Docs, course number 9. Bought Bowser sub. Let's try it. Do you think boos are gluten-free? I would think so. Do they look like they might be made from wheat? Gluten is only in wheat, right? Because I genuinely do not know. Thankfully, I don't have to worry about eating gluten. And the only time I ever notice is if I see a labeled gluten-free product, or when I pick something up where I think this is just normal wheat in there, right? And when it's labeled gluten, no, wait, a different type of flour that doesn't have gluten in it. So I don't know if it's like a specialty product or if it's just not on everything. Gluten talk. Time for my favorite level. I will try to get through it as quickly as possible. Now, on the first star, look, it's Bowser sub, and they use Lakito, please. They use old school Bowser graphics. This is super old Bowser imagery. And somehow the stage now moves to the back of the screen and we can go down here. And now we're in... I thought there was another line of Bowser saying something. Bowser in the Fire Sea. Malix, I hope you're happy. We're already done with your favorite stage for now. I will go back there because we have to, of course, get the other stars. I used to be really bad at this stage. I was gonna say then I got pretty good at it because I've played it a bunch as a kid. But not that you could tell right now. Let's try to get the red coins while we're here as well. Would you eat a boo? No. I wouldn't eat a boo because I don't think that's vegetarian. I don't know, is a ghost a living thing? I would feel weird about it. I would only eat a boo if I absolutely had to. Now, this red coin over there is in an asshole position. This one's kind of cool. Just jump up there. But this one is like, yeah, trigger this platform, then don't use it, and then fall all the way down. Do it again. I had a gluten-free tortilla once. It was horrible, smelled like melting plastic when heated. I have had, on purpose, gluten-free stuff once, because I wanted to try it out. I had gluten-free bread. And it was crumbly as hell, and it didn't taste great. It tasted like cornmeal. If you like cornmeal, that's really cool, but if you're not a huge fan or if you don't expect it, it's not my favorite thing. And then, by sheer accident, last year Tifa and I took a trip to... where was it? Leipzig. Yeah. Because we could. We had the opportunity to get there easy and cheaply, so we went there. And I really felt like having some cake. So Tifa looked up a place that had cake I could eat that was labeled vegetarian. Turned out it was fully vegan. So, you know, that's even easier for me when I don't need to worry about, do they actually understand what vegetarian means? Could there be anything weird in there? If it's vegan, cool, super easy. So we went there, sat down, ordered the cake, ate it, and it was really nice cake. I think I had some, it was like a chocolate cake with like a light chocolate cream. And so I'm eating it and I'm looking around, and when I see that somewhere there was a sign saying all cakes are made in-house, they're all vegan, which I knew, and they're all gluten-free. And that was the first time I ate something that was gluten-free that I couldn't tell. It was a bit crumbly, the cake part, but it was tasty and it didn't bother me. It worked really well. It wasn't super crumbly like that bread I once tried. It was nice. So I think it's hit or miss. If you don't have celiac disease, there's literally no point eating gluten-free. That's what I understand too, but hey, you know, if somebody goes, I'm not gonna eat gluten because I think it makes me feel better, eat whatever you want. If you think it makes you feel better and you feel better because of that, mission accomplished, you know, whatever, you do you. There is a whole like lava section with those poles that I skipped because I wanted the red coins. Look at me, I eat so healthy. Accidentally. Trust me, there's a reason why I go to the gym and you cannot really tell that I lose weight. Because I don't, because I eat too unhealthy. I like cakes and cookies too much. Jack admits he had a corn tortilla once. I think so, but I don't think it was gluten-free. It was corn flour and normal flour. Do toads count as mushrooms? Sentient mushrooms, I would say. Yeah.
Pestering me again, are you, Mario? Can't you see that I'm having a merry little time making mischief with my minions?
Minions?
Now, return those stars, my troops in the walls, date them!
Remember how the first fight was just walk up to Bowser, grab him and chuck him in a bomb? This one's a bit more elaborate. This time he can flip the stage. And this time the stage is also much bigger. But the concept is still the same. Can I get it first try again? That would be so cool. Yes! I think in this fight it's also just one hit. Which is kind of a shame. Give him mouth to mouth. Okay. You have to be in some weird spot around him to trigger this.
What? Can it be that I've lost? The power of the stars has failed me this time. Consider this a draw! Next time, I'll be in perfect condition. Now, if you want to see your precious princess, come to the top of the tower. I'll be waiting.
Cool. I also had a flourless chocolate tart, which was very tasty. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Things can be really nice. Things can be ass. Same with vegetarian or vegan replacement products that are supposed to imitate meat. Some of them taste like trash. Some of them taste like the real thing. And maybe you like one or the other better based on your personal tastes. I knew a guy in school once that didn't eat any meat, effectively a vegetarian, but not because of religious reasons or moral reasons or any of that. He just didn't like the flavor of meat. Whatever. So I think for somebody like this, these like meat replacement things that don't taste anything like the real thing, that's perfect. It looks like it, but it doesn't taste like it. Cool. I wouldn't want them, but... 2 chests in the current. But mine are dry. Okay. What? The flavor or the texture? The flavor. We asked him. Because back then he was the only one that didn't eat meat in the class and we went on the school trip. Oh, by the way, those are the treasure chests. And he had taken along some tofu sausages for himself. And so we asked him about it. We didn't make fun of him, which is kind of cool of kids, I guess. Kids can be assholes. But he was like, yeah, no, I've tried meat before. I've tried it every now and then. I just really don't like the flavor. So I just don't eat it. I was like, okay, cool. Enjoy your tofu sausages. Didn't I just try this one? I'm so dumb. Also, some sort of clue which ones to try first would be nice. Okay, that's one. Do we need to go in like a circle? Like a tornado kind of thing? Because there is this little water current in the middle. Come on. Stream's haunted again. RIP. Let me complete this thing real quick. Okay, that's 2. Is there another one here? No. Come on. What a mysterious game. And nobody even mentioned Nintendo. I don't even know if you guys can hear me right now because of this, but I can see you. I hope it catches up at some point and then you realize all the cool moves I'm doing, because now I'm playing relatively well. No, 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 no. Don't get stuck. So, back to chat. It's cool. I just died anyway. BRB again. That seems to do the trick. BRB. I'm back again. So after waiting 3-4 minutes and then disconnecting and reconnecting the stream, I'm back. Hopefully this is the last shenanigans we'll have. Annoying. No, don't go in there. Thank you. Dark Lord, congrats on being second to the stream. That's the cool thing that it reset. So, chests in the current again. I don't think I'll be able to get halfway through this tonight. That doesn't seem to be in the cards. Let's see how far we can get. Now, is there any sort of rhyme or reason to this? I think the first one we needed in the end was the one over there, the one pointing... Oh wait, I just said it, they're pointing. That's it. So that's the first one. And this one opens this way. So I think one we need is now this one. Okay, that's not the case. Just another 22 stars. Not gonna happen. Now get the air. Okay. So which one was the one I needed then? I shouldn't have gotten so close to the water cyclone. Can it be the one down here, please? Please? Oh my god, no, stop sucking me towards the center. Please, thank you. While I nervously look at OBS to see if we're still alive. Somebody really doesn't want me to play Super Mario 64 on the internet. Okay. Is this the third one? Yes, we're getting somewhere. Cool. You would think, didn't he just do this before I had to take a break again because the stream was breaking? Yes, and I forgot all about it because my mind was somewhere else. Tifa is doing it in anticipation, I guess. Okay, where's Starvo? No. Please, don't. If you get sucked into that water cyclone in the middle, it just drags you in and then you die. Please, thank you. Cool. Finally, that took way too long. Chests in the current. And here I even said to Malix earlier, I will try my best to get through Jolly Roger Bay's Dire Docks as fast as possible. Pole jumping for red coins. Sure, but in connection with 100 coins preferably. I don't know why, but being up here reminds me of that fishing lake from Ocarina of Time. Oh, look at this little cute fish. He's so adorable. He's even three-dimensional. Not just 2D like some of the others. I don't like these poles of money here being so close to the cyclone. There we go. Thank you. Get through that. Yes. Like this, I find this relaxing. Like, for some reason, you know, you can see the sky up there. It's like all nice and light blue. It seems to be a good day outside. Like this, I can get behind it. I can see the relaxing energy of the music. When I get sucked towards that underwater cyclone, however, I don't. It goes very quickly out of the window. Malix, congrats on being first. Nice. Impressive. Now, did I get all the coins? Yes, I did. It's a very cheeky shark over there. Don't know if you could hear the cowbell, but Tifa in the living room is opening the balcony door. Here we go. Somehow I feel like someone else was already first. Yeah, but technically, thanks to Twitch being extra twitchy today, that was a previous stream. By their metric, this is the third time I'm streaming Mario 64. I mean, the first time was on me, that was yesterday and things didn't work. I own that. But according to Twitch, this is the second time I'm doing this. And who's to blame? The little cut on my thumb. As we've established. Okay, we've got all 37 coins we could have gotten. Now it's time to go over here. I believe there's some coins down here, hopefully. 3 streams in one day, pog. Yeah, totally. Especially if it's that many because of technical issues. Open up. Yes, please. And if you grab a shell underwater, you go fast. Like in some other Mario games. But I'm gonna let that go because I don't want to go that fast. The controls for that are not great. Okay. Let's get some more coins. I know there's a ton of them above me, but I don't know exactly how many. There's a star down there. We do need the vanish cap for that. Could technically get it, but let's do the 100 coins first. Malix, what have you been up to? Anything cool you want to share? Or not cool you want to share, that's also fine. Now, let's try to... Wait, that was to the submarine. That doesn't work. Are the stream ghosts exercised? No, I doubt that. There's only so much I can do. I keep shooing them away, but... Sometimes, if you pass through a coin ring or find a secret point in a course, a red number will appear. We've read that earlier. There's a fire-spitting orb. How does somebody look at a little black orb and go, yeah, that thing spits fire if you get too close? I appreciate their fantasy, I guess. Now, welcome to my least favorite red coins. I have a weird love-hate relationship with video game developers trying out different gimmicks. It was mostly apparent in the Mega Man games, where on one hand you could argue, if the game has just basic Mega Man gameplay, you know, you run around, you jump around, and then you shoot things, is that enough? Is that boring? I don't know. I like that basic gameplay loop, so I'm okay with that. Similarly, I usually like Mario best when it's just him running around, jumping places, maybe doing a cool maneuver every now and then. So, do I need this? Not really. Do I hate it that much? No. And you only have to do something like this like twice, really. There's another area where something like this comes up later. Glad I showed up only 8 minutes late to your only stream today. I know, right? Welcome in, Ranger. I'm so happy to have you only 8 minutes late today. Beautiful. You know, it doesn't always show, but I am kind of a perfectionist. It's happening again. I give up. I'm gonna complete this and then I'm gonna call it. So let's see what I can do. How many red coins do we have? We have 5. That means there's 3 left. That I don't have enough coins. Wait. Can I make that jump? Yes, I can. I couldn't make that jump. Where do I get more coins? Wait, what? There has to be more coins somewhere. Please tell me there's some on the ground over there and they pop in very late. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'm out of coins to collect. Huh. I collected all the blue coins. There is 5 golden ones left over here. Yeah, I left those for later. If I get the 3 red coins, I'm at 96. I'm lacking 4 coins. And they're not here. That doesn't make sense. Is it over there at that big black hole? By the way, if you get too... yeah, there we are. If you get too close to that, that also starts sucking you in and it would drop you off outside the castle. So I'm mashing like crazy to try to not have that happen, but I had to get this close to try to get the coins. Now, let's do this sideways. Come on. Come on. Oh my god, please. Thank you. Thank you. There we go. I don't even know why I'm feeling the pressure to now try to beat this as fast as possible, because I'm recording this, so when you watch this on YouTube, you'll probably have no idea why people can't see this later on, after the fact. And if you're here live, well, you're already missing out anyway, because Twitch doesn't let you see this. So might as well just take my time and not rush this, and then make mistakes, which makes it take even longer in the end. It be what it be. Camera, why do you not work with me? All leftover 3 coins in 1 row. That's awfully nice of the game. That's 1. That's 2. That's free. Let me post a quick message. Actually, no point. There is no point in doing that. Not like it changes anything anyway. I hope if you're here on Twitch right now, you still get to see some of it, even though it's buffering for you. I'm sorry. I would like Twitch to sort out the issues too. 40, nice. With the 41st star up there, that means I'm a third through. I really thought I could beat this game in 2 streams. I'm slow. I feel kind of bad about that. Oh well, it is what it is. 3 streams it's gonna be. Long jump, there we go. At least Skinner got the Awkward High emote. Skinner, nice. Whenever you get to see me reacting to that, I'm proud of you. Or was I proud of you? If you see this in the future, for something that happened now, in this moment I am proud of you. There. Pole jumping for red coins, nice. Save and quit, because we've never used it and we never will after this, leads you straight back to this menu. And that's all the Super Mario 64 info tonight, because Twitch gonna Twitch. So, for the sake of our live audience, let's not stretch this out. Is there somebody I can raid? Let me have a look. Doop, 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 doop. I can still hear the main theme music. That's on me. Cool. Oh my god, even in my own stream preview in the Twitch Stream Manager, I can see how buffering and how delayed it is. Nobody to raid. I guess I'll do this 2 ways. Ending the stream because I'm like 1/3 through now, and you guys can not really tell. Anyway, it's gonna look great on YouTube later though, because I record locally. That's it. That's all I can say. If you were here live, thank you. And I'm sorry. Let's all together complain at Twitch for being like this. That was Super Mario 64 for tonight. I'll be more tomorrow, hopefully, with a better connection. Thanks, Twitch. Bye!
Thank you.
I cannot hear the stream. Oh well, I broke things. It looks like you can hear the music playing in the background and you should be able to hear me. I hope. Thank you, Psycho, for confirming that you can hear me. Alright, very good. Deo Jack Jima. First things first. Welcome in, everybody. How are you all doing? Skinner, congrats on being first, second and third spiting yourself. Nice. 1 + 2 + 3 is 6. Yeah. Well, I have to thank you. It is very nice. I was somewhat afraid because I saw Skinner being here too. And Skinner has a habit of, let's say, let's call it what is trolling. Going, no, we can't hear you. This guy muted himself. Which would have only made me slightly insane. So it's good to know that's not the case. Now, today I want to play Super Mario 64. Technically the plan was Jet Set Radio, but I finished that yesterday. Fuck you, Skinner, that's not working on me anymore. So Jet Set Radio is done. The plan now was to play Super Mario 64 today. And then I was trying to get this to work from a beautiful new Switch 2, which you could hear just turned on and started the game by itself. I must have pressed a button somehow. Skill issue, indeed. The true skill issue is that years ago I made the mistake of buying Elgato capture cards, which I've discussed this before. I'm trying to turn off the switch off now. Thank you. I've said it before, I'll say it again, they are shit. I do not recommend them. I recommend anybody to buy not Elgato products because their service, for me, is horrendous. And I have audio issues with every single capture card. We have two. With both of them. It's the same ones. The audio is distorted. Its pitch is wrong randomly and it crackles. And I've gone for every single setting. I've gone for every single tutorial. Skinner, when he wasn't trying to troll me about audio issues like these, has also tried to help. Nothing works. It's fine. I'll accept that mistake. I will just not buy stuff from them again. But I somehow need to put the game on the screen for you all to see. And after playing so many games where I was giving myself little advantages, or let's say quality of life adjustments to make them more bearable, Mega Man, I figured let's play a vanilla game, Super Mario 64. I remember loving it. I hope I will still love it after I'm done playing it on stream. And it's on the Switch. If you are a Nintendo Switch Online subscriber, you have access to a whole bunch of retro games that are being emulated, among them N64 games. And in that Super Mario 64. So I set it all up and same audio issues as before. Okay, cool. Then I realized something. I don't know if you could do that with the Switch, but you can do it with the Switch 2 if you have similar issues to us, if the audio for your capture card is being wonky. The Switch 2 has an audio plug, a socket, at the top. So you could technically take an audio cable, plug that into your Switch, even when it's docked, your Switch 2, and run that to your computer, into an input. And then I could just take the video output from the capture card, because that part works at least, and then the audio without issues I could just reroute through this. That should work, right? Yeah, the thing is, on every single audio input I have, there is massive static noise. You can hear the game, but it will blow out your eardrums. So I was checking different cables. Same issues. I was going through all the settings, looked up a few tutorials during my break, couldn't fix it. I don't know what it is. I just accept that I'm cursed. I will need to get a new capture card at some point. But then I set up, eventually, the version we're gonna play, which is the recompilation. I didn't make any adjustments to it. The only thing that is different is it fills the whole screen because it looks nicer. Other than that, it's the vanilla game. It just looks full screen. But in the process of me trying to figure out how to get rid of the static from the audio cable, I went through every single step that was being recommended by other people because it worked for them, including deinstalling and reinstalling all of your audio drivers. And if you've never done that, because it sounds scary, it is. And I can hear the game, I could hear everything else, but for some reason I cannot hear OBS monitoring. We have that activated for the background sound right now. I don't hear the songs. It's fine, I can fix this after the stream. I just accept that things are broken. I will try to not fix things anymore because that doesn't go well. It's a beautiful day. It's gonna be a beautiful day. Blame Corsair. I'm happy to blame whoever is in charge of quality control because I'm not the only one that has these issues. I know that because the internet exists, fortunately. That's all I can say. If you have money and you want to buy a capture card, do not buy an Elgato product. That's it. That's just all I can say. Cannot speak for other brands. I will buy something from a different brand at some point, because I'll need a capture card at some point, but not Elgato. Other than that, today I performed surgery. You can already kind of tell where this is going by my hand movement earlier. During our last vacation, we were going through a department store, just killing some time before we could check into the hotel. And I like buying souvenirs. I like going places and getting tangible little things. Could be anything really. but something that I can look at, I can put somewhere in the apartment, and when I see it, it reminds me of that vacation. Tifa hates souvenirs. I don't know why. Whenever I suggest one, she goes, "Oh no, I'm just gonna collect dust." It's fine, she is not wrong with that. We're both very bad at dusting. I mean, we can do it well enough, we just try not to do it because we're both very lazy people. Anyway, so we're going through this department store and suddenly Tifa just goes into overdrive. I have rarely seen her this animated. She leaps and bounds forward to this hardware store kind of section with kitchen appliances. And suddenly she holds up this spatula looking thing. It's a... what do you call them in English? The German word is Käsehobel, as I learned earlier while discussing this with my colleagues because I couldn't tell them the word either. A cheese scraper? A cheese slicer. It looks kind of like a spatula, but it has a little hole with a blade in there, and so you take your cheese slicer, you go over a block of cheese and it creates a slice. Hence the name. And Tifa is super happy. She's like, "Oh my god, this one! I've seen so many people on Reddit and everywhere else talk about this." I'm like, "So you've seen like a TikTok, like a marketing thing, and now you want to buy this?" She's like, "No, this happened organically, it's word of mouth. I looked up a cheese slicer because we have a really shitty old one. It's just a piece of metal with a piece of plastic. It's the cheapest one money could buy because we never needed a better one. But it's not a good one." It's like, "I've seen people talk about this and finally I see one in the store. We should buy that thing as a souvenir." It's the Rolls Royce of cheese slicers. Okay, fair enough. So we buy one. Actually, we didn't even buy it in the store. We are part of a reason why the inner cities are just dying out and stores are closing. We stand in the store discussing this this is her words, Rolls Royce of cheese slicers, the closest thing to God in terms of cheese slicers. And then she bought it online. It was the same price, shipping was free, and then we didn't need to buy it on our trip and put it in our luggage and travel with it, which makes sense. I'm a very lazy person. Anyway, fast forward a couple of weeks. This morning I'm making breakfast and I'm like, "Hey, we still have some cheese from the Netherlands." That's a block of cheese. So I'll need a cheese slicer. So I take this wonderful metal device that she bought and I slice. It's really hard cheese, it's tough to get through, but not with this. It actually works really well. I slice and I slice and I slice, and suddenly I feel like the resistance is different. You know, when you use like a knife to cut something, you expect it to feel a certain way when you cut. It's the same with one of those slicers. And when I look down and I realize I have a cheese slicer in my thumb. And when I move it up, you know, to reverse the movement, and if I look at my thumb again, and it doesn't look like I've cut my thumb. The thing is so sharp, my body didn't even know it was cut. I thought that was really impressive. In the end, because I still had to wash my hair and stuff, I got rid of the skin that I nicked. So now I have a boo-boo. You can actually see this on camera. It's the little red dot next to my nail. Reset the focus. If anything goes wrong today in game, that's why. It's never my fault. It's not because I'm bad at games, so I'm not focusing on the thing at hand. It's because I have a teeny tiny cut. No Johns, no, all the Johns. All the Johns. Imagine getting shanked by a cheese slicer. I know, right? Just take a knife, what the fuck? You don't want me to handle cheese and a knife. Trust me, for people like me, a cheese slicer is a good idea. For everybody else, use what you want. Most people of the world would just have a wired cheese slicer back in the day. Oh yeah, I've seen those before. I will cut my thumbs and fingers off of those. I can already tell you, it's like a garrote wire kind of thing, like the assassins use in movies. Hell no, it's not for me. tool so sharp it had him questioning reality. Yes, it was like an anime moment, you know, where the legendary swordsman shows up and then they do this, I think it's called Iaito or something, this drawing blade technique, and they go, and suddenly the bad guy goes. It was like this, except way less cool, nothing like that in actuality, and a tiny cut in my thumb. It's fine, I'll live, I hope. Now, Super Mario 64. It needs no introduction, it launched with the N64. It's the genre-defining 3D action jump and run platforming game. It's shocking that Nintendo made a game that is this good when it was kind of one of the first of its kind. Let's see if it holds up. Now, let's see that this works. I hope it will. Ta-da! Look, it's full screen. It's a fresh game. Look at this. There's nothing there.
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
A game that starts with an intro that tells you the motivation of your character. Beautiful. Beautiful. The cake is a lie. You are a lie, Skinner. I don't believe you exist right now. Cake is real, trust me. Racism. It has nothing to do with racism. What the fuck? It's cakeism, if anything. Also look at Lakitu for once not being a dick. Look at the polygons. You can count the pixels too. Ciao! You've reached Princess Toadstool's castle via a warp pipe, using the controller as a piece of cake. It's not cake. Press A to jump and B to attack. Press B to read signs too. Use the control stick in the center of the controller to move Mario around. Now, head for the castle. It's Super Mario 64, as you know it, except it's widescreen. Also, because this is the recompilation, you can tell when I go to the pause menu in the top right it says options. So technically I could change like the controls and stuff, but we don't have to. Because this is just vanilla Super Mario 64, except it's widescreen. Princess Toadstool's castle is just ahead. Press A to jump, Z to crouch, and B to punch, read a sign or grab something. Press B again to throw something you're holding. Can I hold a butterfly? No, I don't. It feels so satisfying to just run around and twipple jump. Princess Peach's Skinner, I think you need to go to horny jail. I don't know. Climbing's easy. When you jump at trees, poles or pillars, you'll grab them automatically. Nice. Like in Jet Set Radio, things just happen. Press A to jump off backward. To rotate around the object, press right or left on the control stick. When you reach the top, press up to do a handstand. Jump off from a handstand for a high style and dismount. Cool. I've always loved, since the first time I played this, how Mario looks when he's climbing up, like a little caterpillar kind of thing. Look at that jump. I wish I could do this. We can triple jump. All it takes is to jump at the right moment. We can lunge forward, which would also grab onto things, if there was anything. We can crawl, which, thanks to the character model being like this, looks not very impressive. We can slide with a kick forward, if we do a punch while sliding. We've got the long jump. We've got the salto backflip backwards thing. And we got a cutscene. Lakitu with a close-up. Good afternoon, the Lakitu Bros here, reporting live from just outside the princess's castle. Mario has just arrived on the scene and will be filming the action live as he enters the castle and pursues the missing power stars. As seasoned cameraman, we'll be shooting from the recommended angle, but you can change the camera angle by pressing the C buttons. If we can't adjust the view any further, we'll buzz. To take a look at the surroundings, stop and press C up. Press A to resume play. Switch camera modes with the R button. Signs along the way will review these instructions. For now, reporting live, this has been the Lakito Bros. They have an in-game explanation of why you can see this. This is the R button, it makes the camera go really close. I don't know who wants to play like this, because when you turn, this is making me dizzy. We can zoom out a little. We can go first person mode and look around. And we can turn the camera a bit. If we go too far or get stuck in something, it does it bzz, bzz. Let's go inside.
Welcome! No one's home. Now scram and don't come back. Whoa!
I would need Tifa for her Bowser voice. Fucking paparazzi, I know, right? I was gonna say it's beautiful how Toad looks, and even now you can't see him. Because... yeah. I'm glad to see you, the princess and I, and, well, everybody, we're all trapped inside the castle walls. Bowser has stolen the castle stars and he's using their power to create his own world in the paintings and walls. Please recover the power stars. As you find them, you can use their power to open the doors that Bowser has sealed. There are 4 rooms on the first floor. Start in the one with a painting of bob-omb inside. It's the only room that Bowser hasn't sealed. When you collect 8 power stars, you'll be able to open the door with a big star. The princess must be inside. Cool. Good to know. Is OBS messing with me, or does the game look weird for you? Nah, OBS seems to be messing with me. Also, how is the audio? Besides me not hearing earlier, I did like 6 sound checks about the volume because it was hella loud. All good, nice, thank you. Toad was bouncing up and down, but that was about it. Good, thank you very much. Mario reading. You have to master 3 important jumping techniques. First, try the triple jump. Run fast and jump 3 times, 1, 2, 3. If you time the jumps right, you'll hop, skip and then jump really high. Next, go for distance with a long jump. Run, press Z to crouch and then A to jump really far. To do the wall kick, press A to jump at a wall, then jump again when you hit the wall. Got that? Triple jump, long jump, wall kick. Practice, practice, practice. You don't stand a chance without them. Cool. Good to know that. You can return to the castle's main hall at any time from the painting worlds where the enemies live. Just stop, stand still, press start and pause the game, then select exit course. You don't have to collect all power stars in one course before going on to the next. Return later when you're more experienced to pick up difficult ones. Whenever you find a star, a hint for finding the next one will appear on the course's start screen. You can, however, collect any of the remaining stars next. You don't have to recover the one described by the hint. Nice. Whoop! Look at that screen effect. Jump, jump, slide, slide. Hell no. Big bob-omb on the summit. Welcome to course 1, bob-omb battlefield. Cha-cha, real smooth. Always Ranger. Welcome in. How are you doing? Wow! You're smack in the middle of a battlefield. You'll find the power stars that Bowser stole inside the painting worlds. First, talk to the bob-omb buddy. Bob-omb buddy. Press B to talk. He'll certainly help you out, and so will his comrades in other areas. To read signs, stop, face them and press B. Press A or B to scroll ahead. You can talk to some other characters by facing them and pressing B. Cool! This is the problem when punch and talk are the same button. It's like, talk to me. Watching the kids watch Shrek and make art. That sounds nice. Please enjoy. Which Shrek movie, by the way? What's a bomb sound like? Probably like hollow, right? I guess. I don't know. Would they?
Watch out! If you wander around here, you're liable to be plastered by a water bomb. Those enemy bob-ombs love to fight and they're always finding ways to attack. This meadow has become a battlefield ever since the big bob-omb got his paws on the power star. Can you recover the star for us? Cross the bridge and go left to the path to find the big bob-omb. Please come back to see me after you've retrieved the power star.
Cool, I can try to do that. Shard is love, shard is life. Okay, it hurts, but I do it for Shrek. The best way of doing things. Now, I'm trying to talk to these boxes, but nothing happens. Can I talk to a Goomba? Nope, I can punch him though. Of course, it's a Mario game, you can also jump on him. I'm not gonna read the rest of the text because this is a jump and run kind of game and I can tell you this. Throughout the game we will find a couple of these exclamation mark boxes, red, blue and green, and we need to unlock them first. You know what? No, the full story voice acted. I was thinking, why am I trying to explain it better than the game can? Why not just do this? There are special caps in the red, green and blue blocks. Step on the switches in the hidden courses to activate the cap blocks. Also, the screen is completely fried now. What is happening? It's like cut off. Why is that happening? It doesn't happen when I... That's a cool glitch, because that doesn't happen... I can see it on the laptop that's next to me. Screen tears every time you read text. Yep, that's... And only in OBS on screen here it looks perfectly fine. One sec. This annoys me. So let's try to do this different. Give me a second. That's the wrong thing. Let's see if this works. Screen haunted. Let me check if it still is. Alright. Maybe this will work? You can fix that by not reading shit. No. So I can... This game is cursed. I'm about to start crying. I can see the game just fine. You can only see the game when I'm not playing it. This is great. This morning, after I cut myself in the thumb, I drank coffee, and then in the process of drinking coffee, I coughed. And when that happened, I snorted the coffee up my throat. So not only was I sitting there while trying to have breakfast with my fingers slightly hurting because of reasons, no, I also suddenly went flushing coffee through my nose.
Hey dear Jack G, more like my favorite letters Ranger cell.
I guess. Now, give me a second. Trying to find solutions to the problems. If I can. Hopefully. Remember how I said we're gonna play the recompilation version? I think I was lying to you all. I think it's gonna be the Switch Online version after all, with minimal sound issues, thanks to the capture card. Hopefully that doesn't break. Now, bear with me a second. Let's try to fix this. I have to do this live because I cannot hear the thing otherwise. Now, can you hear the game? Yes, you can, but I don't want it to be this way. One second. I'm completely gonna cut all of this out later. There's just gonna be a weird smash cut for the VOD, and then it will look so professional. Like, I'm also totally not beginning to sweat right now because I am freaking out. Dip, 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 dip. Listen to this. Okay. How come we cannot hear anything? Okay, this one. Properties. Listen. VOD 69. I think it will take that, yes. Now, I could technically make it like this. Wait, you could hear the game, right? Yeah, but that doesn't work for me. That doesn't work for me. Okay, let's pretend none of this ever happened. Yeah, here we go. This is who we can blame. We can blame Psycho, because Psycho forgot to remind us when it was Wednesday. Now, I'm gonna go take a deep breath. I'm gonna take a short break in which I will hopefully fix this. This is one of the most prepared for and least working streams ever, and it's always the same thing. I try to get something working and then it just backfires tremendously. I love it. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna try to fix this so I can hear it, so we can hear it together, and that's gonna be amazing. So BRB. So I've got good news and bad news. The bad news is I cannot fix this. I don't know what it is. I can see where the sound is going in Windows. I don't know how I can make it so that I can hear it. And even though I'm confident in my abilities to play Super Mario 64 by sight, I don't like the idea of sitting here in complete silence for myself. Plus, I cannot hear how loud the game is for you, and I think it was very loud a moment ago. So, as much as I hate doing this, I'm gonna have to end the stream here because I need to kill OBS and figure out what I did wrong. And then I'll be going to the gym to work off my frustration at all of this. And then I will redo this stream tomorrow. That's the best I can offer. There's gonna be a Thursday stream now because I have no idea why this computer decided to route the audio to an output that doesn't exist. And I don't know where it's from because I haven't touched that. I'm sorry. I wish I had something better, but it's either having you all sit there and watch me nervously sweat as I try to do things. Like now I can't even put the Joy-Con away. So you can either watch me die for, like as a person, emotionally die for the next 2-3 hours, or I use this as a learning experience. Sorry to disappoint you all, Skinner, you did get your wish. I have to call so many Johns that stream's dead. I'm sorry. But I'll be back tomorrow and I'll try to make up for it. We've tolerated the signed visual glitches, but alas, I wouldn't have. It's very sweet that you could have overseen this, but every time there was text on screen, the screen went and I know it's happening and I'm not willing to do this. So, sorry, good night, see you tomorrow. I'll change the schedule, post an update on Discord. It is what it is. Bye. Looking at the button to stop the stream. Bye.